Very good afternoon to all and welcome again. Uh, in a morning session, we have completed in an four lead papers and one lead paper is remaining from the first session. We are continuing with that, and the topic of the fifth our lead presentation is innovation in indigenous dairy product, emerging technologies and future trends. And the presenter is Dr. Praveen D. Savle and Dr. D. D. Patange sir. So I welcome both of you for this national seminar, and I request both of you to present your topic on innovations in indigenous dairy product. So I will going to share your PPT.
Okay.
Is it visible, sir, to you?
Yeah, it's visible to us. It's visible to us.
Okay, sir.
It is
You can
visible, sir.
start.
It's okay.
You can start your presentation. You have 20 minutes for that.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I really thanks to all the team of the committee member regarding the national seminar on indigenous cattle and conservation, and we are going to also celebrate the Indigenous Cattle Conservation Day in the upcoming or just day after tomorrow. So in this contest here, myself, Dr. Didi Patange, and
Myself, Dr. Praveen Savane,
Dr.
coordinator
Praveen
Indigenous
Savai,
Maharashtra Animal and Fisheries Science University, Nagpur. Welcome to
highlighting
all.
on the importance or exactly. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So we both people are particularly highlighting on the various issues regarding the innovations or mechanization or the particularly challenges with respect to the indigenous cow milk product, or particularly we are going to say the indigenous milk product, because indigenous milk product have its own importance in the dairy industry that we are going to highlight. So introduction part, just next please. Next slide, please. Yes. So as all of us know that India is the topmost country in the milk productions. In morning session, we are going to listen this statement. But at the same moment, if you are going to recognize the total milk production of the country, it's going to be reaches very soon up to this is to their milk production. So with respect to the total milk production of the country, milk production of the country. So there is particularly strong points are there in India. There is what you call that cooperative movement is there. So what are things which has to be happen in the total boost of the milk production of the country, among which the Amul played a significant role by means of the Operation Flood program and whatever it may be. At the same moment, we have the major feedback or major particular stakeholders are there, that is farmers are there. So if we are going to look to the dairy processing sector or dairy production sector, we can say it is mostly organized sector is there. But with respect to the India, it is mostly scattered sectors are there. That farmers who are there who are having the owing the animal maybe 5 liters, sometimes 10 liter, maybe 2 liter also, and they are contributed into this industries is there. But at the same moment, the growth rate is very high. So if you're going to look the just the growth rate of the agriculture sector is just 2 or 1.5% maybe there. So, but dairy industry continuously recognizing or particularly recording the growth rate near about 4 to 5% is there, and it is rapidly increased day after and day by day also. Next. Next one, please. So here I have given the particularly the just chart-wise graphical representation regarding the dairy productions overview. So as we all of know, in the year of 1970, just we are beginning of the Operation Flood program, and by means of continuous effort by the government of India, government of Maharashtra, or different government in the different state, they are making the production very high. And as we stated that we are getting the first. Next one, please. Next slide, please. Next Next one. Okay. So here I am highlighting some of the issues regarding the particularly the growth trends are there. Sixty that products we are going to be focused or prepared at the dairy industry itself level. Now another important thing is that the dairies are there. India, particularly the sector, we are also focusing and importing different dairy cooperatives, dairy unions, and dairy federations also. At the same moment, dairy industry and 75 million women are there. So it indicates that whatever sectors are there, among what rather than in contributing the human being, particularly the man, or we used to call that technical person, non-technical person, but among which the Indian lady, they are very important role, play important role into the boost up the milk production of the country. For example, whatever employments or whatever things or whatever works are there, most of that work is carried out by means of the women are there, and that is to be the very wonderful thing with respect to the indigenous dairy sector is there. Next one, please. Now, this is to be the somewhat growth trend of the milk industry in the country. Now, the growth trends of the industry, it clearly indicate that particularly that increase in the milk production, improved per capita availability, and expanding the organizing sector. It means right now, some of the organized sector expanded to you. For example, Amul or some Brita, some particularly the Nandan Dairy or maybe the particularly Katras Dairy, they're expanding their market also. And right now, some of the dairies, they are exporting our product in the some of the European country too. For example, recently Amul launches their milk product in the New Zealand and London market too. What it may be. So accordingly, there is an increase in the export market of the Indian dairy products, and simultaneously the capacity of the preparation of Indian dairy product is also increased. Next one, please. So this is to be the very clear-cut picture regarding the indigenous dairy product. So friend, as you know, particularly the whatever dairy products are available in the Indian countries, these products are clearly classified into the different dairy products. Kindly change the slide. So these dairy products are mostly based on the what types of processes we are going to follow for the preparation. For example, we are going to desiccate by means of application of heat. So we call as the heat desiccated milk products are there. Sometime we are going to application of coagulation, that may be called as the heat acid coagulated milk. Or sometimes particularly the frozen dairy products are there. Sometimes fat-rich dairy products are there. And among the each and every category, kindly change the slide, please. Slide change, kara, Sujit. So here particularly the in desiccated milk product, more number of the heat desiccated products are well popular throughout the country. For example, khawa or peda or rabdi or basundi, but it may be. Secondly, among the heat acid coagulated product, as I mentioned, chana, paneer or chana based sweets are there that are also well popular, particularly in the eastern and northern parts of the countries. So among the frozen dairy product, so kulfi may be there, or we can say particularly the ice cream sector is there. But as you know, ice cream is not the indigenous dairy product, but kulfi we can say. And under that kulfi, there are so many types of qualities and types are available in Indian markets too. No doubt, fermented dairy product is topmost in the same category for variants of the dairy product, variants of the products are there. For example, in the lassi, there are so many types of the lassis are available in the market. Nowadays, UST lassi is also available. So whatever traditional dairy products are there, they are developed at their own line. And in that sense, there are so many mechanization is also happen in the same thing. Next one. Okay, so this is to be the need of innovation. No doubt, we are first, we are topmost into the country, or particularly in the we are developing with respect to the production processing also. But at the same moment, with respect to our today's topic, we are also more to focus on the much and much innovations are there. For example, innovation should be there with respect to the demand of the Indian dairy products are there. As the demand is increasing or demand is changing, the innovation should be there. For example, recently we prepared the second fudge or second leather type products are there because the convenience food market is developed in the country. So accordingly, we have to focus the product. Secondly, Secondly, need of the quality and safety is there. So our innovation should be focused with respect to the safety and quality aspects are there. So all of us might know that recently in the Maharashtra, there are so many cases are recorded with respect to the adulteration issues are there. So to maintain the proper safety, to maintain the proper standards of the milk, there should be some innovations are there. For example, information tools we can utilize, and that type of innovations also we are going to be learned, are also going to be seen in the upcoming slide. Now, reduction of the losses are there. So, friend, as you know, it is stated that much more losses are also happen. But because the literacy in the sense, we are going to demonizing it. But however, some of the innovations are also needed for the improvement of that losses also. At last, value addition is the most important, because we people always dil mange more, because one suppose we are just providing the milk to the customer, but I need a milk which is a protective in that sense, or a protective food like milk should be there. So value addition is most important, right? Wise, in all the agriculture universities or in the MAPSU also, there are so many research are going on with respect to the value addition of different dairy products are there, that we are also going to be highlighted. And global competition is the major challenges or major innovation. So even though we are the indigenous cow, we are going to focus, but at the same time, whatever products we are focusing from the indigenous cattle, that product should be compete with the international market too, rather than fulfilling the Indian markets also. Now, next one. Next one, please. Okay. So to complete this type of the such type of the innovation, before innovation, some of the mechanization is also happen in the dairy industry of India. It is worthy to mention that no doubt National Dairy Development Board Anand, they have developed a very nice work, particularly in the mechanization of dairy product. But they are not only invented, they are implemented in some of the dairies of the country. For example, continuous peda making machine is there. Just one side you are going to pour the milk, and after having the khawa, it is going to be converted into the product like the pedas are there. Simultaneously, cork type cheese separators is also utilized for separation of chakka, because for separation of whey from chakka required more than 6 hour, 5 hour time required for that one. And to minimize that time, the cork type separator is successfully utilized for the production of chakka and thereby second too. Now, rasgulla is also the somewhat crucial making process. Rasgulla and gulab jamun too, where somewhere cooking is there or somewhere frying is there, and all these operations were performed on the mechanical way so as to produce the traditional dairy product in a uniform quality. Because as you know very well, whatever gulab jamun sold in the Pune market may not be available similar category market in Delhi market too. The quality may be different one. And this difference in the quality of the traditional dairy product is mostly because of the variations in the process protocol. And therefore, to minimize such type of the problems, the mechanization is mechanization very essential, and such type of innovations we have already carried out in this one. Next one, please. Yes, next one, please. Okay. Okay, so to complete the such type of the innovation recently in the market, as you know, we are hurried. We don't have sufficient time, even though we are getting the most of the seminars and conferences to also on online mode, because at the same moment, different types of assignments are there, and some transportations are there. Fast life is there. Very busy peoples are there, and to make the business, also to overcome such type of the business of the people, we are developed different types of ready to reconstitute product. For example, within 2 minutes we can prepare basundi. Within 2 minutes we can prepare the rabdi. Within 2 minutes we can prepare the even the ras malai also. And also available khawa mix is available in the market. Gulab jamun mix is the very, it's a old product actually, where the availability of such types of the products are also there. Right now in our laboratory, we are developing the ready to reconstitute milk powder. Even though Solkadi mix powder, sweet cream buttermilk powder, by using the format technology, we are developed our laboratory. So such type of the innovations are happen inside the dairy industry, particularly in the traditional dairy product sector. So in what way, in another modern way, how we are going to think on that one? The next part of my presentation, particularly our presentation, is shared by our colleague, Dr. Pravinji.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Patangya sir. So now
Yes.
we can move our important topic, that is innovation. So as we know that the most of the indigenous dairy product, they are manufactured by the heat treatments. So we can provide the very high heat treatments for the manufacture of the paneer or some ghee. We can be hit the 140 degrees Celsius. So to avoid that one, so we need a non-thermal processing technology. As the thermal processing, they decrease the nutritional property of our indigenous product. Like if you are heated that product to very high temperature, then your vitamins, your minerals, or some proteins, they get changed, they can be reduced, they can be minimized. So the non-thermal processing technologies we are used, they have not give the heat treatments as that of conventional thermal processing technique. So the example of this non-thermal processing technologies are high processing, high pressure processing. It can be used for microbial inactivation, then pulse electric field for liquid milk preservation, then cold plasma, and then ultrasonic techniques. Next slide, please. So now we can come to our topic, that is high pressure processing techniques. In that processing, we have applied the high pressure to the any food which is packet in a packet. So we can be provide the pressure near about 300 to 600 megapascal to inactivate the spoilage. So how the microbes get inactivated? The microbes get disrupted by disruption of their cell wall, their protein denaturation, and some enzyme inactivation under very high pressure. So that techniques preserve the fresh food texture and nutritional quality better than conventional one. And also this kind of the techniques we can be used the product which is manufactured from the cattle, like cow, the dahi, paneer. So this kind of the product, they can be manufactured from the cow. So the shelf life and also the freshness of that product is more. Next slide, please. So now the next technique, that is a pulse electric field. In that technique, what we can do, we are using the very high voltage electricity to 20 to 50 kilovolts per centimeter. So because of that one, your microbes get inactivation because of electropolarization, and also create the pores in the cell membrane of your microbes. So because of that one, the cell get dead and decrease the microorganism count. So these techniques can be used to improve the sensory quality and also the nutrient property and also the shelf life of your product. Next slide, please. So the cold plasma, in these techniques, we are using the ionized gases like air, oxygen, and nitrogens near the room temperature. So we are not giving the heat treatments like that of conventional techniques we are used for the indigenous milk products. So the reactive species like UV protons, charged proteins, they can destruct the cell walls and decrease the growth of the microbes. So this kind of the techniques, they are used for the cheese and paneer surfaces, and also some packaging. The packages, they can be used for the packaging of indigenous product. So the surface can be decontaminated by using this technique, that is cold plasma. Next slide, please. So the ultrasound, here we are using the sound waves having the 2200 kilohertz to enhance the processing of milk in the dairy system. So the gravitation kind of the mechanism is involved in this process, so generate the shear forces that can be same as that of homogenization process. In that homogenization process, the cavitation is also the main principle. So this kind of the techniques is also used for the emulsification and also the mass transfer and enhancing the texture and processing efficiency. Next slide, please. So now we can move our second part, that is the innovations in the membrane processing technologies. So normally what happens in our cow milk, we can't prepare the good quality of the paneer from the cow milk. So because of there is some limitation, because the protein content, that casein content, and the size of the casein is less in cow milk as compared to buffalo milk. Buffalo milk is contain of more calcium, while cow milk contain of less calcium. So these are the some limitations in the compositions. We can't prepare the good quality of the paneer from the cow milk. So the membrane technologies we can be used for producing the good quality of the paneer from the cow milk. From this technique, there are four kind of the membrane processing techniques used for the processing of indigenous milk product. First, that is microfiltration, then ultrafiltration, then nanofiltration, and then reverse osmosis. So these are the techniques. They can be classified on the basis of their pore size and also the retention and permeate property. That is microfiltration. They retain the largest size of the component in the milk, that is microbes and fat. While next membrane, that is UF, that is ultrafiltration. So this technique retain the fat and protein. And also, this kind of the techniques we can be used the high protein product, because ultrafiltrations techniques we can be used to increase the protein concentration in your product and also decrease the lactose. So this kind of the techniques we can be used for the development of more good quality of indigenous product. Next slide, please. So just see that what is the advanced, this is the advanced separation technique. Just see in the image, you can see that the microfiltration techniques retain the bacteria and fat, while the ultrafiltration techniques retain the proteins. This process is also called as fractionation techniques because it's fractionate the proteins. And third one, that is the nanofiltration. In that process, we have a remove the minerals. That means this is the demineralization, desalination process. And last one is the RO, it is the reverse osmosis. In that membrane, we are using the very high pressure and pore size is very less. In our house, we can also use the reverse osmosis. In the reverse osmosis process, only water can be passed while other components get retained. So in that process, we can be used concentration. Means if you are making the heat or basundi from the cow milk, this is the heat desiccated product. So in that product, we can be used this reverse osmotic technique and improve the nutritional quality of your basundi. So next slide, please. So now we can move our next innovation, that is atomization and smart dairy processing techniques. So in that techniques, we are using the various that is IoT, means Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is the process of here we can connect the processes, the machineries with the internet. So because of that one, the more sophisticated control can be take place. So also the real-time monitoring and continuous control system we can be also used in that innovations. So also the use of artificial insemination and some kind of the machine learning techniques used for the process optimization of different indigenous products. So also some cleaning techniques and packaging techniques, they can be also controlled by using the atomization. The improve the traceability, energy efficiency, and also the decision making properties of that one is enable the real-time fermentation monitoring and pH prediction. That means the machine learning techniques, they can be used the real-time fermentation because we can be controlled fermentation can be take place, or this kind of the techniques is efficiently used for the dahi and some buttermilk and lassi kind of the product. So the product which is obtained from the cow milk or indigenous varieties which have been very good quality. And also it the facilitates the small quality grading and defect detection using the image analysis and inline sensors. So these are the different kind of the techniques or atomize they can be used for the processing of indigenous milk products. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Then we can again as we already know that the programming logical control and the SCADA kind of the software they can be also used for atomic plant. So there is a different kind of the plants which are running in the National Institute. They can be controlled by the project logical control, and also the real-time monitoring system. They can be controlled the temperature, flow, pressure of the various kind of the processing of the indigenous product. The anti-machine simulation techniques they can be also used for the process optimization that can be reduce the human error. That means if the human error get reduced, then your efficiency has been improved. So these are the different kind of the processes that can be used by the atomization techniques. Next slide, please. So now, so what do you mean by functional? The products, they can be give the nutrients, they can be give the benefit beyond the nutrients one. Means if you are normal taking the any product or roti or chapati, so they have given some calories and energy. But functional food, they have give the health benefits beyond the regular nutritional product. So in that product, they can be explored the bio protein because as we know that there is some kind of the milk protein, so they are very good the beneficial effect to us. So that kind of the proteins we can be separate out and that can be added to indigenous milk product. Also, development of the next generation indigenous fermented dairy product by using novel probiotic strain. As we know that the probiotics are the live microbes which are present in our intestine, and they can provide the growth to ours. So that means also there is a one more concept, that is prebiotic. Prebiotics means all the substance they can be help for the grow of the probiotics. And also one more concept, it is called as symbiotic. It is the combination of the probiotic and prebiotic. Also the application of precision fermentation that enhance the functionality. And also we can be control the digestion, means we can be control the digestion process by using this kind of the techniques. So the integration of sustainability of the functional designing, it is also the one of the techniques that can be used for the processing of the indigenous product. Next slide, please. So as we discussed in the previous slide, that health-oriented innovation, that means the probiotics and symbiotic. The symbiotic is the combination of the probiotic and prebiotic. The prebiotic are the substance. So this kind of the microbes, means the probiotic microbes or the prebiotic substance, we can be added in the some fermented product like dahi, lassi, and some buttermilk, so that the nutritional property of that product has been increased. The best example of that one is the Yakult. Yakult is the Japanese product. So this kind of the product, this kind of the innovation, we can be also developed in our indigenous dairy product. And also there is a fortification of omega-3 fatty acid. The omega-3 fatty acid is the PUFA, polyunsaturated fatty acid. So these fatty acids are very good for our health. So this kind of the omega-3 fatty acids, some vitamins, minerals, we can be fortified and improve the functional property of our indigenous product. Also the lactose free. Mostly some of the people, they unable to digest the lactose. So lactose free means lactose hydrolyzed milk, or we can be digest the lactose by using some suitable techniques in the indigenous product. So that person which unable to consume the lactose, they can consume that lactose. So there is not any digestion problem during the lactose digestion. Also some nutraceutical. Nutraceutical means these are the some plant-based food, means ashwagandha, satavari, or some arjuna. So this kind of the herbs and plants, they can be used in the indigenous dairy products, so improve their functionality. And this plant origin nutraceuticals, they have a content of some specific component, that is polyphenol. That polyphenol have acted toward the specific organ in our body and improve our health benefits. Next slide, please. So now we can move our next technique, that is the encapsulation. So micro encapsulation techniques is the techniques. In that techniques, we are using the two components. One is the core material and second is the coating material. The core material is always the bioactive component. Bioactive compound means that component has sensitive to the heat, or they can be causes the oxidation. So prevent that one, what we can do, we are using some extra coating material above that one. So in that way, the techniques will including the bioactive compound with the protective coating. So in that way, the micro encapsulation technology, we can be use the encapsulation of the polyunsaturated fatty acid, that is omega-3 fatty acid. So this kind of the techniques we can be used to prevent the oxidation by creating the coating around that omega-3 fatty acid. Also some protect the sensitive bioactive compound from the oxidation, control the release of that nutrient, because this is the very important techniques. In that techniques, when you are take the any encapsulated product, that should be the release in our whole abdomen in the specific conditions. So that's also the very good techniques. And also some spray drying and multiple immersion system. Multiple immersion system is the water, oil, and water. This kind of the immersion. That means that any bioactive compound which is dissolved in the water. So and then we can be create the oil layer around that one. And this kind of the water in oil kind of the immersion, we can be kept in the indigenous product like some fat-rich dairy product and also some fermented product. So, and this technique we can be also use for the fortified the milk, dahi, and ghee, etc. So now we can have the very important technique, that is the smart packaging techniques. It can be used beyond the traditional packaging system. In that techniques, we can use acting as intelligence system to enhance the safety, quality, and shelf life of dairy product. So these techniques we can be used use different kind of the packaging system like intelligent packaging, active packaging, or some edible packaging. So the antimicrobial packaging. So this kind of the different kind of the smart packaging we can be used for this technique, because as we know that we can't sell the any indigenous product in the market without packaging. So what is the active packaging? So active packaging means in the package we can be kept some oxygen scavenger or some antimicrobial. So what is their function? They can absorb the oxygen which is lower in the package. So because of that one, your shelf life of that product is also improved, and also the nutritional quality of that product is not deteriorated. And also some intelligent packaging. The intelligent packaging means we have a maintain some condition out of package and in package in the friendly manner. Then biodegradable packaging. So that packaging we can be take along with your edible packaging. Also the eco-friendly packaging or eco-friendly material. So they can be, if this kind of the material which can be thrown in the atmosphere, so that should be the digest. And also this kind of the small packaging techniques, if you are using the indigenous product, they extend the shelf life and also in the consumer safety and stretchability. Next slide, please. So now these are the advanced quality testing and sensors. So these are the techniques. These are the different kind of the new innovation techniques that is we need for the analysis or evaluation of indigenous dairy processing. So these techniques, they can be involve the sensing technologies are the transferring the dairy quality assessment from laboratory basis, from real-time monitoring system, and also they are rapid, accurate, non-destructive techniques, and also support the data-driven decision making for the improved safety and quality process of the efficiency. So in this kind of the techniques involve the real-time quality assurance, biosensor, some spectroscopy, that is infrared, some milk analyzer, some internet on thing basis, milk quality monitoring, detection of antibiotic and contaminator. And in the picture, just see that the eco milk or some the milk scan. So these are the techniques. They can be based on the principle of absorption of the variance. So this kind of the rapid, fast, and accurate techniques we need to for quality evaluation of indigenous dairy products. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Then the sustainable indigenous dairy processing innovation. In that techniques, what you can do, there is number of the byproducts. Mean byproducts, when you are making the paneer from the cow milk, so we can discard the whey. But that whey is contain of very good whey proteins. So that whey proteins we have to reutilize. We have to utilize for the manufacture of the whey proteins or some whey drinks. So that drinks has been very good nutritional quality. So same way we can be applied to this kind of techniques like energy sources like solar biogas from the dairy waste, then some dairy byproducts. So we are told that we are using the whey from the paneer or some also the berry, that is ghee residue which is obtained from the ghee. So that can be also used. That has been also the resource of the protein. So that can be converted into the burpee. So that burpee has a nutritionally rich. And also some we have not evolved some green processing technologies. It has been contained the membrane filtration, non-thermal method, and the zero waste dairy processing system. This is the very important um, concept from the processing of indigenous milk processing. In that techniques, what you can do, we have a not in any plant, we are not discard any waste. We can be reutilize all the waste, and based on that principle of zero waste dairy processing system. And also some water recycling. The water is the important component in the indigenous dairy processing. So we can be use that water in the recycle purpose. So if we are discard the water, that water we can be refiltered. They are during the processing, and they can be reused for the processing of indigenous dairy products. Next slide, please. So now, as we know that for the milk of the alternate species, there is a number of the species like goat, camel. So that kind of the milk have been also the very good nutritional property, better digestibility, and also contain the bioactive components. So this kind of the milk of the minor species, so they can be also used for the production of indigenous product like that camel milk powder, goat milk cheese, paneer, dahi. So these are the different kind of the products which are manufactured from the milk of the alternate species. Next slide, please. So now the nanotechnology. So in that technology, we are preparing the nanocapsule. Nanocapsule, they have a very nanoparticles, and that has been increased the surface area, improved the absorption, and protected the sensitive component, leading to better functionality in the daily system. So why? What is the need of these techniques? Just targeted delivery of functional component of specific side, reduction in the required dosage of the bioactive due to higher efficiency, and development of smart nano structure packaging for the food safety. So these techniques that nano repulsion into the nutrient delivery, also the nano encapsulation of the vitamins and bioactive enhance the bio availability, and also improve the texture and stability. And also we can be use some very valuable product, the sensitive product we can be cultivated in the indigenous dairy foods. Next one. So now, what kind of the innovations in the equipments in the dairy processing? So please, next slide, please. So in that way, just see that the Milkoi bike. In that bike, mounted and operated machine. So these techniques we can be developed by the IDMC, and in the price of this vehicle is the 60 to 70,000 excluding the bike. The bike price is not included. So this kind of the techniques nowadays we can be adopted for the conveying of the milk. Next slide, please. So that this is the PCM basis milk pail quality correction. As our farmers, when they are milking in the pan, there is not any kind of the chilling system. So this kind of the techniques which is developed by the National Dairy Research Institute, Karnal. So what they do, they have developed the chilling system itself in the pail that we are used for the milking. That means because of that one, what happened? It can be portable, durable, and rechargeable. So because of these techniques, your quality of the your product has been improved. This quality of the milk that we are used for the milking, that has been very improved. And in that, because in the India there is a scattered kind of the milk production system can be present. That means the most of the places the farmers they can be produce 1 to 2 liter of milk. So because they don't have a power supply or they have a unavailable of refrigeration condition. So this kind of the pail is very beneficial for those farmers to improve the quality of that milk. Next one. Then anti-fouling milk pasteurizer. This is one of the new techniques, as we know that in the milk pasteurizer, the main problem of the fouling. So nowadays, now we can be developed such a kind of the plates, that coated plates, and because of that coating plates, the fouling is very less. So we can improve the efficiency of the pasteurization, and we not need to replace or cleaning within the 16 hours of each pasteurizers. Next slide, please. So next is the, as the already told the Dr. Patange, the khawa making machine, that tilting khawa making machine. This kind of the it is presence of one gear. So what happened in that gear? So we can be adjust the gear so that you can remove the khawa automatically. Also, in place of the fire, we can be use the steam basis khawa cutter. Also, induction kind of the heating is also there, and some scrap surface heat exchanger. In that exchanger, we are presence of the rotor. In that rotor, they can be scrapped out all the material, they can be heated or the cooled in the scrap surface heat exchanger. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Then the second, as we already this kind of the very famous product in the Maharashtra and Gujarat region. So, so this kind of the equipment has been also developed. So thermalization is the techniques we have just heated the any product below the 61 degrees Celsius. So because of that one, the shelf life of that product has been improved, and also the shelf life of that silicon can be improved to 5 to 8 days at room temperature if you are thermize the silicon after the chakka. Next one. So subabatic thermal processor for vacuum frying of the gulab jamun. Normally, the main cost for the gulab jamun frying is the steam or some fire. They can be used for the gulab jamun heating. So in that matter, what we can be giving the heat treatments in the open pan. Due to giving the heat treatments to the open pan, the nutritional quality of your gulab jamun get down, and also you need more energy. So this kind of the techniques like subbaric thermal processor or vacuum frying, they can be used. So because of that one, we can be fry the gulab jamun at very low temperature and very quick time. So because of that one, your nutritional quality and also the energy requirement in that process is really less. Next slide, please. So some of the research activity in our college, they can be also conducted on the indigenous milk products. Next slide, please. So here that the microencapsulation of the omega-3 fatty acid. So I already told that the omega-3 fatty acid, they are very good for us because they have been polyunsaturated fatty acid. So they have provided the health improve to the human. So because of that one, so this kind of the techniques we can be used in that way. We are the omega-3 fatty acid is the core material. In that material, we can be used the suitable coating material. So because of that one, improve the stability of fatty acids, prevent the oxidation, enhance the shelf life. And this kind of the techniques we can be used in the burpee, kulfi. So this kind of the product which can be manufactured by fortification of encapsulated omega-3 fatty acid into that. Next slide, please. This kind of the technique, so we are already told that, so we are using the omega-3 fatty acid as a core material, and this encapsulated omega-3 fatty acid just see it in the pictures, so we can be added in the bulpi, kulpi. So this kind of the product we can do prepare. So now our institute is also working on the goat milk cheese. Because in the goat milk, the challenge in the goat milk, because it has content of lower alpha S1 protein, it has been very less. So because of that one, what happened when you are making the any product, the firmness of that coagulant is very less. So because of that one, what you can do, we need some modification in that goat milk source. So for that modification we have done, and prepare the cottage cheese. The cottage cheese is the very small sized cheese which is obtained from the skim milk. Next slide, please. And also we are working on the cottage cheese. The cottage cheese is same as that of chakka kind of the cheese. So this kind of the cheese we can also prepare from the goat milk by using certain modification. Next slide, please. So this kind of the milk whey, which is mainly prepared from the paneer whey. So we are already discussed in our innovation part. So we have to reutilize. We have to reutilize the byproduct which is produced from the indigenous milk product. Next slide, please. So there is a one more we are working on that one. So the bioactive which are very rich in the indigenous cow beds. So the Devni or some our indigenous cow beds, they in the Vidarbha and Marathwada region, they are very rich in the bioactive peptides. So what you can do, we have using some suitable techniques like microencapsulation, membrane. So this kind of the techniques we are used to isolate the bioactive peptides from the cow beds. And when we are isolates that kind of the bioactive peptides, we can be fortified into some product like fermented product like dahi, lassi. So because of that one, the functionality of that product has been improved. Next slide, please. And some conclusion. So the innovation is the key driver of the growth and transformation in the dairy sector. The advanced technologies are enhancing the product quality, efficiency, and sustainability of indigenous dairy sector. Dairy innovations continue to strengthen the rural livelihood and economic development, and also the focus on the functional fortified, improving the nutritional outcome. And last, the future of the indigenous dairy product lies in the smart, technology-driven, and sustainable system. Next slide, please. Okay, thank you. And just see that in the slide, just we have prepared that mozzarella cheese. Normally, the mozzarella cheese we can prepare from the buffalo milk. But here we have prepared the mozzarella cheese from the cow milk, and just see that what is the specialty of that product. Thank you, sir.
Now the topic is open for discussion. If any participant have any query, any question, feel free to ask Dr. Patange sir.
In last few days, Mani sir, while discussing some of the aspects regarding the importance and processing of the indigenous cow milk, no doubt, 99% processes are same for all types of milk in Indian context. But as Dr. Praveen sir is stated that we have to identify, it needs to identify certain bioactive peptide component which has to be present into the indigenous cow milk, maybe in the Devni or maybe in the Sahiwal. Likewise, Bhalekar sir, you are working particularly on the microflora aspects of dung and urine of the different cow. So likewise, in case of milk also, if you're going to ferment that milk, there might be some peptide differences are there, and that should be the one of the processing aspects or the protocol development for the indigenous cow milks too. So this is to be the over from our side, myself and Dr. Savali. So hope so. It is getting for all one and improve some things. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As there is
Thank you,
no
sir. Thank you, sir.
no query from the participant, I again I'm very thankful to Dr. Patange sir, Naneshwar Patange sir, Associate Professor of Animal Husbandry and Dairy Science, Rajeshri Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj College of Agriculture, Kolhapur, for delivering a nice lead presentation on innovation in indigenous dairy product, emerging technologies and future trend, along with Dr. Praveen D. Savli sir. Thank you, sir, once again for your
Thank you, sir.
presence
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
in the national conference. Now we are moving towards the session number 2, that is lead lectures 2, lead lecture second, and the first lecture in this session is on recent advances in animal health and sustainable indigenous cattle farming, challenges and future opportunities. And the speaker is Dr. Sangaratha Bahire, scientist from IVRI, Indian Veterinary Research Institute, Pune. So I welcome Dr. Bahire sir for the presentation. Sir, you can share your PPT and start your presentation. Sir, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting me in this sustainable indigenous cattle farming for this healthy agriculture and future innovations. This is a one-day seminar organized by this Ajit Dada Power Indigenous Cattle Research Training Center, which work under Rauri University. I thanks to all these organizers for this organizing this seminar. So I'm going to share my presentations. Most of the portions which was covered in the previous lecture, Dr. Nitin Patil sir, then Shyam Zawar sir, then from NDDB and India. Right? So I'm going to share my presentations. Let me
Yes, sir, it is. Yes, sir, it is visible. You can start, sir, please.
moving. My screen is moving, sir.
Yes, sir, moving. You can start, sir. Please.
Okay, thank you. So, welcome everyone. Today we are going to explore the interactions of this modern veterinary science and genomes and traditional livestock management. India is home to incredible wealth. There is bovine diversity is there with around 55 registered indigenous breeds that are adapted to in which Indian agriculture. These agroclimatic zones, around 50 agroclimatic zones are there. While our nations that herds dominated by this indigenous cattle on paper, but the trend is different. So we are going to discuss that trends. So I am going to discuss about this recent advances in animal health, that animal health sectors, and then sustainable indigenous cattle farming in India. In that case, there are some challenges, and the statistical evidences also are there, and the future opportunity how to make this sustainable indigenous cattle farming in India. So India's indigenous cattle are not a relic of the past. They are strategic genetic resources. That research NBGR has registered now 55 genetic materials, and out of that one, 74 of this Indian that contribute our desi cattle. Then they are adapted to millenniums, means different climatic zones, and superior resistant to tick and endemic diseases. They are resistant. They are efficient in converting low quality crop residue and refuges. They are having ability. They anchor these integrated crops livestock systems through the milk and drought purpose. I would like to say that in Rajasthan, that drought purpose Rathi and Tharpakar, the breeds, they are means two heavy breeds, but once you see their feeding habits, they are eating very limited items, but from that limited and very poor refuges or poor quality product food, they are converting into the meals. So their conversion ratio, that conversion ability is very high, and that's why they are sustaining it at any cost, at any situation, in any scarcity of this environmental scarcity. So meanwhile, their productivity directly determines rural livelihoods. That productivity which is required, this acquired by this animal, and which required for the maintenance and sustainable farming of these farmers. So their real value lies in the adaptations. Because they are adapted in a very drought conditions, and therefore in high humid conditions from the north to the south, and then western to the eastern. So in this way they are adapted in very harsh conditions. Then they are having heat tolerance, then disease tolerance, and then ability to thrive on crop residues that improve this breed, and that cannot efficiently be used by another breeds. So you can see in these pictures. So this is this in these graphs. So trend is like that from the 2003 2019 up to the 20 census, but I just given the data up to the 20 census only, because 21 census data is not released yet. So I just use this 28 census. So in this census, around 6.3% that pure indigenous cattle population is declined, and that crossbreed populations, means this exotic populations, that is increased by 101%. One of our participants, he asked the questions why these farmers are not accepting this cost. Because the cost of production increases due to the mechanizations. Farmers are not willing to keep the cattle, and the productivity of this indigenous cattle is very low, means 1.5 liter to 3 liters only. And in that liters, that farmer is not able to cope up his cost of productions, and he is not getting any valuable amount from that, because nowadays the government also banned the male calves slaughtering or female slaughtering in our state. But the farmer doesn't know about the slaughtering facility or not, but he is not getting money, so he is not allowing these cattle or these calves to rear on his farm. He is leaving, or he is allowing them to go away. That in this way, so farmers are not accepting this one. That's why this the acceptability of farmers of indigenous cattle is decreased, and that's indicated 6.3%. So this is a very big concern in dairy farmer. So around 1.142 that millions cattle are this desi cattle, and that desi cattle is not a small number. This is very big numbers that keep us highest number of cattle in the world that Indians we have, and then that's why we are in the topmost milk producer country. But the productivity of our Indian desi cattle is very, very low. So 55 registered breeds cattle are there. Among the cattle, buffalo are 22 registered breeds are there, and these goats 43 goat registered breeds are there. Sheep 46 are there. Chickens 21 they are there. Then these camels also 9 breeds are there. So this is the data from NBJR, and they are registered around 242 registered indigenous livestock till 2025. So among these major indigenous dairy breeds, Dr. Nitin sir explored. He gave an idea about all these desi cattle, desi breeds. So among these, Gir, Sahiwal, Tharpakar, Red Sindhi, Devni, Congress, and Ongol's Dangi. These are important desi breeds which are having typical drought purpose and milk purpose capacity, and they are heavy dripped animals. So this Tharparkar and Congress show the extreme drought tolerance from this arid Rajasthan to the Gujarat, and Devni from the this Maharashtra regions, and Dangi from the Western Ghats show low diverse even within the Maharashtra based on their rainfall and the terrains of this forest. Despite this diversity, they share the core traits. Which core traits? Heat tolerance is there, resistance is there, means fertility. I mean, they are not, infertility is a major problem in the dairy cattle, but they are highly fertile animals. Then longevity is there and low input requirements. They are requiring very low input, like as not like a Mura buffalo or buffalo. The foundation of this everything else is there in the very important in this one. So in case of Maharashtra, we are seeing this Dangi, Devni, Gaula and Kilar rares in the Konkan, Kapila and Kathani. So they are these are the cattle which they spread all over Maharashtra in different pockets, and they are utilized for the draught purpose or dual purpose or for milk purpose, and their milk yield, that lactations is very low. Means around 300 to 600 to 800 kg of per lactations, which is very less because compared to the this exhausted breed like the HF and Jersey. So ground this is national story in the this concrete state example that highlighting this Kathani goat, which is from the Gadchiroli and Chandrapur district, which is a dual purpose breed. This breed registered in 2022, and they adapted in the water lodge or paddy tracks as like a Konkan Kapila. So recent advances in the animal health, which are the recent advantages? By studying these genetic parameters, we are getting more and more information about this genetic material, genetic constitutions of these animals. Four converging trends are transforming livestock health in the India. Among these, the first is genomics. That sequencing and marker assisted selections are moving from the research lab into the breeding programs. The next is a precision livestock farming. Means precision livestock farming. So whatever we are getting, that should be sure. That product should be sure. So for that purpose, precision livestock farming we are getting through different IoT, like variable device sensors will be there, activity collars will be there. Then different IoT devices will be there, temperature sensor, then humidity sensor will be there. And then this third will be the artificial intelligence is being laid on top of this. Then machine learning models for the early disease predictions, lameness detections, stress detections, that will be studied in the result animal health sectors. And then digital surveillance and diagnostics. In means real-time disease surveillance by this ELISA will be there, PCRs will be there, then LMP will be kits, and then these will be incorporated in the national digital platform programs. So over the next several slides, that we are going to discuss the different aspects of this advances in the animal health sector. So among this genomics is where the most rapid progress is happening, because from the single cellular, that E. coli, now we are sequencing whole genome sequencing. This whole genome sequencing of indigenous breed is carried out and is going on. And then this wide genome association studies also for this endemic traits, means traits we are studying by this GWS. And then SNP marker they are used for this selections of these elite rules depending on their characteristics, traits that we are doing them. Then genomic estimated breeding values. Using this breeding value, we are giving focus to this selections of the male and females. Then development of the indigenous bovine genomic chips, like that Go chips and the developer. Then ICR and NDDB both are developing these chips, and the cryopreservations of elite germplasm for hundreds of years. And the national breeding the genomic data is also used for this one. Then it will give the faster genetic gain, because whatever the achievement taken by this Brazil gear, that we are getting that 50% blood by just this IVF technology, and means that is faster genetic gain of this material. Then disease resistance means whatever the our indigenous cattle, they are highly disease resistant and crossing with their another exotic breed, and we are getting some disease resistance animals in a very short times of period. So then heat tolerance. Among the heat tolerance is where indigenous cattle have and this ambiguous then scientific is. Then comparative genomic studies scanning for the selections of signature between this taurine and Jebu cattle. Then populations have repeatedly flagged that HSP70 and HSF1 as a central informer tolerance. HSP, this is molecular chaperones that protect cellular proteins from the heat induced the denaturation and the most studied heat stressor biomarker. That once heat stress is given, the HSP secretion is increases. That then the master transcription factor also increases, and once you control them, then heat shocks will be limited. So this Tharparkar means that G and T, that SNP, single SNPs in HSP 71 changes one amino acid animals with the AA amino genotype and showing the significant better heat tolerance coefficient than AB and BB carriers. So in case of Devni, that distinct HSP alleles patterns are linked to the faster and post heat stress recovery, means they are recovering very fast. Then similar heat tolerance SNP is reported in the Nigerian Jebu breeds also. This look like a that conserved Bos indicus traits, not a isolated finding. Then the Tharparkar and Devni allele data show that this is a real selectable trait, and genotyping bulls before semen collections is a low cost and liver available today. So genotyping bulls at the HSP7 focus that locuses before semen collection then could meaningfully speed up the thermotolerance selections in the upcoming generations. So in this way, HSP is used for the breeding purpose. Then this crossbreed means the THI. THI is a next factor which is required for the selections of breeds on basis of their heat tolerance capacity. Heat stress is no longer just occasional summer or spike. It is a month-long that economic that drain across the dairy belt. That crossbreed cattle begin to lose productive when the temperature index, that THI index is exceed to 72. But our indigenous cattle, desi cattle, they can sustain up to the 75. So at this 80, this wholesale crossbreed may already be losing around 1.5 to 2 liter of kg that breed, but Tharparkar won't. So this is a way that our Indian breeds having high tolerance to the THI. So that 8 to 10 differences means 72 is for this crossbreed cattle, and up to the 8 to 10 THI units our indigenous cattle can sustain, and higher the stress threshold in the pure Bos indicus cattle and then crossbreed cattle that is highly appreciable in our indigenous cattle. So in case of mastitis, so moving to the animal health and subclinical mastitis remains our this costliest disease, because this is a maintenance and managemental disease which happens in each and every dairy farms, and we are now moving this beyond the traditional somatic cell count, because we usually count this somatic cell count, but nowadays this mRNA 2 to 3 and this low cost electrochemical nanosciences are developed and they are coming in the market to detect this mastitis, which is a very important this production disease. So antimicrobial resistance and the search for this alternative. So use of this probiotic, prebiotic and synbiotic, then use of this this phytogenetics or essential soils, then bacteriophages and comparative exclusion organic acids, which will increases the resistance, and then resistance and dependency of these animals on the antimicrobial. So they will use. Next will be the disease resistance in the cattle. So disease resistance किसके लिए चाहिए? To tick infections, theileriosis, babesiosis, anaplasmosis, mastitis, and food disorders. So these indigenous breeds show markedly greater resistance to these diseases that impose the heaviest losses in the tropical dairy, because these are the parasitic diseases which are affecting on this animal health, and animal health is deteriorating, leading to the loss of productions. So this resistance rests on the combination of strong innate immunity, wider genetic diversity across the breed populations, grooming behavior that physically reduces tick and parasitic loads, then physical and several breeds are and then documented more robust adaptive immunity responses The downstream of this benefit is economic as well as a biological. So mechanism क्या है इसमें? The strong innate immunity is required, the greater genetic diversity, and इसका benefit reduces veterinary cost, means cost of that treatment, then low antibiotic uses relevant to the antibiotic AMR concern, and more resilient to the smallholder production system. So disease resistance are more in the cattle. Next is the A2 milk. A2 milk and A1 milks. We are aware about this, but as a scientifically there is no difference in this A2 milk or A1 milk. But as a genetic signature of this indigenous cattle, that 98% of this A2 alleles frequency recorded across 15 Indian Jebuk breeds, and essentially that's fixed in the Bos indicas. Predominant genotypes कौन सा है? A2, and then crossbreed मध्ये A1 A2 किंवा A1 A1. Then market positioning कौन सा है? Indigenous cattle A2 means we are getting premium price, but in case of crossbreed that is conventional, and this A2 status is genuine and verifiable, and branding different, and for this desi milk and you are getting premium amount. So mechanism beta casein exists is as a A1 and A2 variants. And this A2 variant, that proline at position 67, limiting the release of this beta cosmomorphin 7. A cosmomorphin, which is required for the digestions, unlike this A1 variant, cannot. This common is this Holsteins and Jersey cattle. So amino acid कौन सा 67, that proline amino acids. Then Indian breeds are naturally A2 types. You can see in these pictures. So Giri is the then this one you can see in this HF chorus, right? Like 31% is this is a A1, and this one 44 is A1 A2, but 89, 86, 87, 83% almost this is a A2. So Indian breeds are more toward this A2 alleles. So during the genetic, we are getting higher premium prices for around 50 to 120 for this A2 milk. So economic and indigenous cattle, this farming. So this indigenous cattle, the required feed requirement is very low, and they compared to the crossbreeds, then heat tolerance is there excellent. Disease incidence is lower. Veterinary expenditure is also lower. Then productivity lifespan is longer, and milk prices realizes that is higher. So only difference is that the productivity of this indigenous cattle is very low. The economic cases for this indigenous cattle rest on this whole cost and revenue pictures, not milk yield in isolation. Then additionally, the income streams that certified A2 milk and value-added dairy products can be, we can produce the vermicompost, organic manure, or biogas. Then this cow dung or urine-based bio inputs for this organic farming like Jeevamrut or Bizamrut, like that. Sale of this indigenous breed stocks and semens for the exhibitions purpose. Then agrotourism and farm visits that enterprises. So in this way, this indigenous cattle having impact on this economics aspect of the Indian cattle farming. So in this climate resilient farming, these cattle are climate resilient, and they are highly sustainable in this drought climate, or this climate resilience is underappreciated strength of this cattle, because the government emissions factor estimated put this indigenous cattle at roughly 22.6 kilogram of enteric methane. Jo desi this indigenous cattle is giving 22.6 methane per kg, but this crossbreed is giving around 32, and this is a big concern in climate change. So our desi cattle are emitting less amount of methane, and which is responsible for the climate change. Precision animal health technology. In this precision animal health technology, that we are objective of this monitoring to animal health, which matters enormously for the indigenous cattle scattered across smallholder farmers where daily veterinary visits are impossible. So for that purpose, variable activity sensors, continuous tracking of this movement, ruminations, rest patterns, then rumination monitoring collars means early indicator of illness, heat stress, or feed intake problems, then thermal imaging will be there. Then automated lameness detections, camera or gate analysis systems to flag the mobility issue if noticed. Then AI assisted disease predictions. So in this way, pattern recognized across sensor systems for early warning. Then smartphones or health apps that will be used by these farmers to track this existing, and then give the extension worker the problems whatever you are facing in this field. So vaccines and modern diagnostics. This is a vaccinations and diagnostics remain the backbone of this disease control. Okay. Then this lumpy Provac iron, these vaccines, specifically since it was developed jointly by this ICR, IVR, NRC, NRC, ISAR, and our own institute. So in 2020, those lumpy disease that outbreak came in Maharashtra, and India's first indigenous homogeneous live attenuated LSD vaccines using a local virus strains, and it has been licensed to multiple commercial manufacturers on the diagnosis of this side. Then among these that programs, that national disease control programs, in that programs FMD is a prime one. Among that one, then brucellosis, hemorrhagic septicemia, black quarter will be there, and along with these vaccinations, we have different type of these modern diagnostic tools or modern diagnostic tools, which are that one is a PCR or real-time PCR or LAMP assays, and then ELISA will be there, rapid field diagnostic kits and portable molecular laboratories are there. So in this way, these vaccines and modern diagnostics tools are very much important for this management of health of these animals. So all of these site under the National Animal Disease Control Program and the One Health Surveillance approach, which recognize the animal, humans, and environmental health are interconnected. So artificial intelligence and precision livestock farming. अभी इसमें क्या करना है हमको? So artificial intelligence जो आज का ट्रेंड है, that moving quick from this pilot project to the farm level deployment. Among this, automated stress detections. ये कैसे होगा? By seeing or visualizing the behavior of that animals, that stress detections will be done. Disease predictions means that animals ill, that eating behavior or that illness or that aloofness, that will be monitored, and then we can detect this disease predictions. Then feed optimizations, how much animal is eating and which type of food is eating, the facial recognition for the animal ID, then lameness detections, milk yield forecasting, behavior monitoring, that all we can interlink with the artificial intelligence and to monitor our farm on best side. So emerging technologies are there, machine learning is there, computer vision technology is there to monitor all the animals, then IoT is there, IoT devices are there, wearable sensors are there, smart collars are there, then drone assisted monitoring will be there in case of animals are going for grazing. So that time we can use this drone assisted monitoring. Then why it matters for this देसी cow? देसी cattle के साथ में ही क्यों जरूरत है? Because indigenous herds are dispersed across small holdings. Means AI-based monitoring substitutes for only in-person veterinary visits. Early stress and disease detections directly raises the value of longer life. Then lower cost of desi animals. Then facial recognitions enables this breed verified traceability for premium cattle milk, the supply chains. Then feed optimization models tailored to roughages-based desi diet improvement programs. So in this way, once you are using this artificial intelligence or precision livestock farming, so which is very much important in case of desi animals for the optimization. So you can see here that pure BOS indicates they are emitting around livestock account 14.5% of global greenhouse gas that is emitted by this BOS Taurus category, and which is in case of BOS indicates that is 5.9. So reproductive biotechnology, accelerating the genetic gains. Dr. Zawar sir, he explained everything regarding this ovum pickup, how much this is important, then in vitro fertilization, genomic screening, and embryo transfer, which gives within, because once we would like to achieve a goal like for milk productions or meat productions, for that purpose around seven means around 7 generations of that animals you have to monitor, and that's in that 7 generation we are getting means pure line breeds, and 7 generation it cost around 15 years. But by using this own pickup or IVF technology, we can generate that animal in a single generations, and that will be the highly impactful. To scale up this genetics, we are relying on this advanced reproductive biotechnology. That is nothing but the own pickup and in vitro fertilizations combined and with the sexual semen and genomic screening. Then SNP chips is this comprising generation of intervals. We can now select embryos for the genetic merits before transfer. उस लेवल पे भी हम उस एम्ब्रियो से पता कर सकते हैं कि दिस एम्ब्रियो इज सुटेबल फॉर द मिल्क प्रोडक्शन और नॉट. नहीं है तो हम उसको डिस्कार्ड कर सकते हैं. अलोंग साइड दिस जेनेटिक्स वी आर लिवरेजिंग दिस प्रिसीजन न्यूट्रिशन मैनेजमेंट, दिस मेटाजेनोमिक्स प्रोफाइलिंग और then Raman microbiome allow us to understand the pathogens or this reoccurrence or co-occurrence of this any disease gut diseases in the animals. So to overcome that one, probiotic or prebiotic to enhance the growth of while reducing this relevance in chemical uses. Precision nutrition and of this microbials in that case we are using the probiotic, symbiotic or phytogenic feed additives. So indigenous cattle in natural and organic farming. So in the once we would like to make this indigenous cattle as a sustainable agriculture farming. In this agriculture, that indigenous cattle must link to the our farm, and that farm that output from this indigenous cattle is used for as input in the agriculture farm. Along with that, indigenous cattle are the biological engine of India's natural farming movement that formally promoted through the government of this Bharatiya Prakritik Krishi Paddhati. In the once you use this dung or urine, because urine is rich in urea and peptides, which is used for the production of the nitrogen fixations, and dung having many micronutrient or nutrient required for the
time is past on. So please wind up.
Yes. So in this way, we are using this Jivamrut, Bizamrut, then Ghana Jivamrut, Neomrut, and Brahmastra. So integrated farming system, cow, dung, urine, and then input we are giving to the our crop. So we are getting benefiting. There are 2 to 3 cows, one farm's input supply. Around 4 lakhs that per hectare means that will be utilized for these animals. Around 12,000 of per hectare financial assistance over 3 years under this BPKP programs we are getting, and 8,000 to 12,000 per acres. The typical cost of purchase of urea, DAP, pesticides we are saving from this one. So government initiative is that is Rashtriya Gokul Mission is there, national program for this bovine breeding is there, animal is there, NADCP is there, and this Gopala digital platforms is there. So institutional level also we are to study that. Then recommendation and conclusion in this strengthen conservation of indigenous germplasm and supporting this ongoing NBGR breeding registration, expand genetic selection using the indigenous bovine genomic, improve the farmer to assess the superior indigenous germplasm and AI services, scale up precision livestock farming technology to small herd levels, then promote a certified traceable A2 milk value in the state. Then indigenous cattle possess these unique and genetically verified adapted traits. So in this way, you can have some overview of this that one. But in case of future planning, so whole genome sequencing is required to study. Then functional genomic assay also we have to study. Methane mitigation pattern we have to study. One health surveillance systems we have to study. And this AI-assisted disease diagnostic we have to deployment and we have to calibrate. Then development of genomic breeding values also we have to calibrate it to Indian conditions. Precision nutritional protocols for the refugees based disease diet that you have to modify. Then microbiome based health management system you have to climate smart livestock production models we have to establish. So these are some researchable point in futurism. So thank you. Hello.
Thank you very much, sir, for your nice presentation on the topic of recent advances in animal health. The participants are requested that if they have any query about the topic, feel free to ask Dr. Bahire sir. It seems that there is no question from the audience or a participant. So I again uh, very thankful to Dr. Bahire sir, scientist IVRI Pune campus, for delivering a nice lecture on recent advances in animal health and sustainable indigenous cattle farming, challenges, opportunities, and future opportunities. Thank you once again, sir, from uh, API RCTC Pune. Thank you, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Now we are moving ahead with the one presentation on smart indigenous cattle farming, integrating AI, IoT, and precision livestock technologies for sustainable development. And the speaker is Dr. Sujit Bhalerao, co-scientist, Ajitdada Pawar Indigenous Cattle Research and Research cum Training Center, College of Agriculture, Pune. I welcome Dr. Sujit Bhalerao for delivering the lecture. Sujit sir, please.
I'm visible to all. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, I'm audible to all. Hello.
Yes, yes. Sujit ji,
Yes.
please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For the today's session, I have two topic. One on the sustainable livestock farming and second on the IoT technology. What activities we are doing here in Ajit Dada Pawar Indigenous Cattle Research Cum Training Center. I just show some activities we are doing here, and the app which is developed by our institute. I will show some demonstration or the presentation regarding that. Good afternoon to all. Myself, Dr. Sujit, and I'm working here as a co-scientist in the project Ajit Dada Pawar Indigenous Cattle Research and Training Center. Currently, we have a developed one sustainable livestock farming model. In this unit, we currently working on the different indigenous breed. We all know about that India having a near about 55 indigenous breed. Among that, this center having a near about 12 indigenous breed. Our core focus on the Sahiwal, Gir, Rathi, Lal Sindhi, and Thapaka, which having a high milk producing ability. And another one, that is India shortage breed Pungnur. We having a one unit regarding the Pungnur cow. Then we also working on the or we have a one demonstration unit of Maharashtrian breed like Khila, Devni, Dangi, Gaudau, Kokan Kapila, and Lan Kalnari. Then we also working on embryo transfer and IVF technology. Through this technology in the jurisdiction of MPKV, in the different areas, we successfully implant this technology at farmer doorstep. From that, we produce near about 51 Sahiwal cattle or Sahiwal calf. Then Gir, near about 8 Gir female are born at RCDP Rahuri and College of Agriculture Pune, and one Tharparkar from the this embryo transfer technology. Then another part is we also producing different milk and milk product. For that, we prepare this Phule Amrut brand. Through this brand, we are selling different milk product like paneer, khawa, basundi, and ghee. In Pune city, the ghee having a highest demand. Also, milk having a highest demand. Milk having a price near about 80 rupees per kg or per liter, and ghee having a near about 2,800 rupees per kg. In the Pune city, the consumer having a more awareness regarding indigenous cow milk and indigenous ghee. Also, we are selling a low fat lassi and different product through this brand. Then this is a cow dung processing unit or cow dung processing model we develop here. In the when we talk about the sustainable model, in that this is a very important part to use to make the best in the livestock farming. In that we are using or we are producing different fertilizers. Then from that cow dung, we separate three component. Like first one, that is a gas.
इतरांनी
then
आपलं माईक म्यूट करा. इतरांनी आपलं
solid
माईक म्यूट करा सगळ्यांनी. बालेराव सरांचं ऐकायला येत नाहीये, मध्येच बोलतोय कोणतरी.
सर तुमच्याकडनं करा ना म्यूट तुमच्या फोन मध्ये. Yes sir, yes sir. Then from the cow dung powder or the waste which is received from the after the digestion, that is gas, liquid, and solid. The gas we are using for the fuel consumption, and in our new upcoming project we are trying to prepare electricity from this biogas. Then we can use this biogas for the domestic connection, which is useful for the preparation of different meal product. These all units are interlinked with each other. Then after the digestion of this gas, digestion of the cow dung and urine, the slurry is collected. This digested slurry are collected into the slurry tank, and this slurry is used for the after the solid and liquid separation. From the solid particle, we are preparing different articles. Then this solid particle or solid cow dung we are using for the making prom, granule, and vermicompost. And this liquid slurry we can use for the crop or cultivation of the different fodders in this unit. From that, we are using every particle or without any wastage of any particle of from the cow dung and cow urine. Then again, we are working on this natural farming input, that is a bio input resource center we are developing here. In that, we are preparing different articles which is helpful for the improvement of the soil to control some diseases and pests. We are preparing here and selling to the farmers in the jurisdiction of this area. Then we also develop the cow tourism center here. through the cow tourism center, we are giving training to the farmer. Then there are lots of visitors. Then school visits are conducted here. We promoting indigenous cattle through the or the what are the benefits of the indigenous cow milk to the consumers. Also give information regarding that. There are different session we are conducting regarding the cow tourism center. Then another part, we are using machineries. Currently, we having a near about 250 animals, and this is quietly difficult to manage animal within a minimum labors. For that, we are using different machineries to cutting the fodders, uh, to feeding the animals also. We also using the silage for the feeding the animal. For that, we have a one silage making machine, then brush cutter for the cutting of fodders, power tiller for the different operation. These are the different tractor operated machineries which is helpful to reduce the dependency on the labor. Then this is the another one, that is a grooming brush. This device is very helpful to the maintain cleanliness of the animal. Through the grooming, the animals are very clean. These are the different machineries we are using in this farm. Then the our main topic, that is a hello. Smart indigenous cattle farming, integrating AI, IoT, and precision livestock farming for the sustainable development. We already heard about the sustainable livestock model. Then, what things we are doing here through the IoT and AI? Through this technology, or by using these different technologies, we prepare different mobile applications which are helpful to the farmers. In that, there are different applications. The first one, that is a Pule Amrutka, which particularly based on THI based livestock, which providing THI based livestock advisory. The THI, that means the temperature humidity indices we are calculating. We also developed the Pule Smart Amrutka, which is integrated with this temperature humidity indices as well as the AQI air quality index. The integration of this both, for that we install the sensors into the shade or the farm. Through that, we continuously recording the temperature, humidity indices, and also different harmful gases to the animal. According to that, we develop some formulas, and we are using some formulas according to the CPCA and some EPA guideline. Then the second one app we are developed here, that is a dairy pilot, which is helpful for the daily routine farm management. We are doing different activities in farm, but it's quite difficult to manage every activities on time, because livestock require on time management, just like activities like a feeding and milking. When this activities is completed within a time, then the income or the outcome from the animal will be increases. At that time, we require daily monitoring, or we have to manage the daily routine activities. For that, we prepare this dairy Pule Dairy Pilot mobile application, which give reminders regarding different activities we have to done in upcoming days. Then another, that is a comprehensive dairy management and calculation app, that is a Pule Dairy Guide, which guide to the farmer or regarding different calculation, different managemental activities, how to measure the weight of the animal from the measuring their body length and body height. Then different formulas are inserted here, just like to measure the to calculate the age of the animal. Then reproduction cycle, according to the reproduction cycle, how we can manage the open period and heat of the animal. Then when we have to go for the AI and pregnancy diagnosis. These all activities are given into the reproduction tab. Then we also given one facility in this app, that is a to prepare the bankable project. In the bankable project, we are giving some golden parameter. From this golden parameter, we can prepare the bankable project. Then there are some part are also given, like a milk processing of different product. What is the procedure? Then how much milk is required for the particular product? Then what is the ingredient we have to require? Then different institute, then care and management of calf. The all comprehensive information are given into in this management app. Then another part, that is a Pule Dairyman, which is related to the milk production and component recording system. Pule Dairyman, which recorded the quality and quantity of the milk, which is make easier or to maintain the transparency in the collection center or the large herd of the animal farm. Then animal record keeping system, this is a Pule e dairy farm, which is a manager of the dairy farm, which maintain all the records like a herd management, then nutrition management, breeding management, health management, then different stock of the animal, and which give comprehensive management solution through this application. These are the five major app we are develop here and give recommendation through the two different joint agro score to the farmer. And also in upcoming years, we are also developing some different apps like a breed detection app, then health monitoring apps. We are these are the some photographs related to Pule Amrut Card and Pule Smart Amrut Card IoT enabled THI based livestock advisory. In this application, which totally this application is totally depend on the temperature and humidity. In that there are two provision from open weather sources and through the in the Pule's Amrut Ka, we can calculate the THI through the open weather data, and in the Phule Smart Amrutka, we are measuring exact at the location of the farm through the sensors. Just we have to insert some sensors in the farm, and which provide advisory to the livestock keepers. Then another, we are providing advisory to the farmers. Also, we give a prediction for the upcoming 7 days. Then we also calculating the cow comfort zone for the particular days or month or year. There is some ranges are given according to the species or according to the breeds, like a cross breeds or the for the indigenous. According to that, the THI is calculated, and according to that, the automation is working. In that, the temperature range is goes up to the 72 degrees Celsius, 72, or THI is goes up to the 72. The provision of fan and foggers also started through this system, and which maintain we also through this system we maintain the environment in the farm. Of the livestock. You can download this app through the Play Store, which is available. Just you have to search Pule Amrutka, and this app is available at Android as well as iPhone too. Then another system, that is a Pule Prashant. Pule Prashant, that is a precision, resilient, advanced, sustainable housing for the animal nurturing and thermal comfort, environmental friendly housing system. This system, why this system is environmental friendly? Because it's give year round protection from the sun, then rain and wind, which give protection to the animal. That's why this system is called as environmental friendly housing system. This technology is based on the plastic culture we are using in the agriculture. Same technology we are using in the livestock. This type of shade are installed here, which providing more comfort to the animal. The study also going on different activities like milk production, then animal health. On the calf, we also on the calf, the study is also going on. In this app, this system is integrated with the THI system. Through that, we can easily manage the temperature, humidity in the farm, and give more comfort to the animal. Then another mobile application, that is a Pule Dairy Pilot, which is IoT enabled dairy pilot mobile app and web-based dashboard for the daily routine management of the dairy farm. In this app, you have to just fill up just add the different activities, and after with time, this app will give notification or alarming before to the activities actually start. And after that, you can generate the report for the day, month or the year. Then another app, that is a Pule Dairy Guide for the animal health management, reproductive management, pre-requirement planning. Then cow benefit ratio, based advisory also given through this app. Then dairy product processing. These are the different tabs are given in this app, and both are the apps are available on the Play Store at the under the platform of Pule Dairy, which is available at Android. Just you have to download this app from the Play Store. Then Pule e-Dairy Farm, comprehensive dairy farm management and record of the every aspect, real-time data of the dairy farm, including animal stock, then their breeding, health, nutrition, milk production, finance, store and report, which the different types of record we can maintain through this mobile app or the desktop app. Then Pule Dairyman, which is useful for the milk collection and composition, which is based on the collection and composition system. It is simplified tool for the daily milk collection and useful for the milk vendor, then self-help group, local delivery agent, and small and medium farm. These devices or this system is integrated with the weighing balance or the milk analyzer is attached with our phone and give notification according to that, or give readings according to that. Just we have to fit just or we have to insert amount at the weighing balance or the in the analyzing machine, and according to that the reading are given through this app. Then another technology we are working on that is a silage sensor for the to maintain good quality of silage or to monitoring the different quality of the silage. These are the different parameters are inserted in this silage sensor. The work is going on currently on this sensor. Then different technologies we are using here to detect the different activities of the animal, like a rumen bolus, then neck tags. We The neck tags monitoring the breeding of the animal, then milk entry, which give health alerts to the farmers. Then also give breeding alerts. If some cow is on heat, it's give alert to the animal to the farmers. Then rumen bolus also they are also inserted into the rumen, which continuously monitoring the pH, then core temperature, and through the gateway, it's give health prediction of the animal. Then future prospect of the ICRTC, particular currently we are working on the Pule Smart Amrut Kal, then Pule Go Rakshak, which is AI prediction engine we are developing here. From just we have to input the give input to the system regarding different diseases of the animal. Just we have to give input like a photo and the condition of the animal. According to that, the app will give advisory or suggestion to the farmer. Then another app, that is a comprehensive information app which can contain the cattle, buffalo, goat, sheep, and poultry, which is a Sampurna Pashupalan app. We are also working on that. Then this is a climate smart dairy farming project. This one also in the pipeline. These are the some objective and expected outcome. This. Thank you. If someone having questions regarding this topic, they can ask. Topic is open.
हेलो हाँ सर
हेलो.
हाँ सुजीत सर
हाँ सर बोला.
हाँ myself Dr. Ratkar from College of Agriculture Moon.
Yes sir बोला sir.
I have visited your center during last year.
Yes sir.
And Dr. Mane sir and yourself doing a very commendable job for this center. And whatever the app developed by your center is very useful for the farmers as well as our students. So please do and keep it up all these things for the betterment of our cattle owners as well as our researchable issues. These are whatever apps developed by your center is really very useful for MSc as well as PhD student. Okay, please
Yes.
keep it.
Thank you sir.
Keep it up.
Yes
All
sir.
these activities.
Thank you so much sir.
Okay, thank you.
If there is any. There is no. Application challenges and future horizons. So I'm requesting Dr. K. to please give the presentation.
Sir, now you can share the slides, please.
Sir, unmute yourself. Dr. Husle, sir.
हॅलो, आवाज येतोय का सर? हॅलो, हॅलो,
Your voice is
हॅलो,
due to
हॅलो,
the fan.
हॅलो, येतोय का आवाज सर?
सर. कृपया इतरांनी आपले माईक म्यूट करा. हॅमर येतोय, हॅमर. फक्त एकच जण जॉईन व्हा.
हो सर, करतो.
I request all the participants to mute their mic.
हॅलो, हॅलो, येतोय सर आवाज?
Hi, yes, sir.
ओके
Sir, please speak loudly.
हॅलो, येतोय का सर आवाज?
सर येतोय पण फार कमी येतोय सर. थोडं मोठ्याने बोला. जवळ माईक थोडं जवळ घ्या सर.
एक मिनिट सर.
Sir, your slide is visible now.
ओके, आता येतोय का आवाज सर?
हा येतोय सर. सर
क्लिअर येतोय
खूप
का?
कमी येतो सर आवाज. थोडस जवळ घ्या सर
अजून
माईक.
पण? बरं. हॅलो,
सर वाटलं तुमचा व्हिडिओ बंद करा सर. क्लोज युअर व्हिडिओ ओनली माईक
बंद
विल
करू
बी
का? हा.
ओपन. ओके सर.
आता ओके तर?
हा येस सर.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Tushar Bhosle, working as assistant professor at College of Agriculture, Kashti, Maregaon. Hello. Hello.
भोसले सर, आपण जरा माईक जवळ घ्या.
हॅलो, येतोय का सर आता आवाज?
आता येतोय. प्रोसीड.
हा. Sorry for the technical glitch. There is the topic on the artificial intelligence paradigm shift in livestock production, application challenges and future horizons. So here is the introduction. As the whole seminar is flowing in this way, the global challenge in why I selected this topic, because precision livestock farming, we all diverting to the precision livestock farming. The global livestock sector is a major or massive pillar of our society, and supporting the livelihood of the over 1.3 billion people globally, and providing the vital nutrition over the 80% of the world's population from the animal sources, animal protein sources. And as data shown by the Food and Agriculture Organization, and they're predicting the by 2030 and 2035, with a growth of 17% expansion in the meat production and 19% increase in the global milk production. However, our industry is facing intense friction points. For example, as you can see the other side of the screen, the climate change, severe resource depletion, that is labor, lack of labors, water contamination, and growing environmental degradation threaten our ability to meet these targets. Sustainability. Uh, then sustaining livestock system require innovation, resilience, and responsibility, diversity, etc. Now, here you can see the beyond the environmental pressure, the livestock industry or dairy industry faces severe economic hit from the diseases and shifting demographics. Here you can see at the first point, mastitis. As you can see in the diagram or the figure, $11 billion US dollar is the loss for the mastitis disease overall in the world due to one disease that is oftenly observed in the high yielding dairy cattle, high yielding dairy animals, that is mastitis, subclinical mastitis, and other types of mastitis, and due to unhygienic condition, etc. etc. And if you see the individual animal average, $200 to $400 per animal is the loss on the mastitis. This is a major disease in dairy cattle or dairy animals, high yielding animals especially. Then another problem is you can see bovine lameness, the animal facing lameness because of the low calcium level, low blood calcium level, which is again often in the high yielding animals, for example HF, because low blood calcium level at the period of transition period. We all know the transition period, that is 15 days before and 15 days after the parturition, and the there are several things, negative and positive decade, etc., etc. But due to this low calcium level, animal faces the lameness condition and low blood calcium level as well as the bone calcium level, and it affects the 15 to 30% their production and slashing the milk production by 10 to 25%. So another point is workforce depletion. The agriculture level pool has shrunk by 30 to 50% over the past 3 decades, and when you combine these disease loss and reproductive loss and labor shortage, farm profits suffer heavily, production gets subsequently go downside. This underscores an urgent need for smart livestock management, early detection, and automation to protect the bottom line. So here is the next slide. To address these challenges and precision livestock farming, here is the solution. Can see paradigm shift or evolution of the PLF, that is precision livestock farming. The first phase is in the year of 2000, that is conventional phase. Here manual observation, the disease is identified by the manual observation or the identified by the manager, farmer, etc. Subjective herd average is used to identify or the understand the diseases. Then reactive post clinical interventions, etc. Then the time changes, and 2000, the period between 2000 to 2010, that is here you can see early PLF, that is precision livestock farming phase. Basic automated tracking layer, basic automated tracking, that is RFID, full form of the RFID, that is radio frequency identification device, is the basic PLF system, that is precision livestock farming. Then early RFID tag variable accelerometers, that is pedometers, activity detection, etc. For example, for estrus detection in cattle, which can detect the mounting times of the animals, etc. for the symptoms of the estrus. Then modern PLF, that is modern precision livestock farming phase, that is 2010 to 2020. In these 10 years, the AI or the precision livestock farming, we observe the tremendous change, that is computer vision pipelines used, machine learning system comes to use, then cloud infrastructure integration. Here you can see the tremendous change, and the more precise animal farming can be easily possible. Then autonomous PLF, that is precision livestock farming and more advanced technology after the 2020, that is after the corona virus or pandemic disease. Then deep learning pipeline, age system, digital twins, autonomous control. Digital twins is a kind of replica of the real time data, that is digital twins. Then age system means, here you can see the at the last image, age system means sorry, here you can see age system means when at sometimes animal same time the internet connection not available. So at that time a system works in offline situation or on offline data. There is no need of internet connection. They can easily convert the rough data or unstructured data and give the instruction accordingly. This is age system. But deep learning required the specific raw data input, then we analyze the data and they produce the output. Here in this image there are four foundation or four pillars. We can see four legs foundation of AI, that is artificial intelligence in smart agriculture. First pillar or first leg is machine learning. The structured data, they can use the structured data with algorithms like random forest and support vectors machines, etc. Then second pillar or second point is deep learning. The unstructured data make in complex matrix. Then CNN means convolution neural network. The here you can see the word CNN. This system is used at the research station on Mithun. Mithun is an animal in North State, and they found this is useful to identify a parasite helminth in their dung, which means उसके जो मिथुन का जो काउ डंग है, उसका जो डंग है उसमें उन्होंने क्या किया, पैरासाइट फाउंड की ये CNN टेक्निक यूज करके. देन LSTM, दैट इज लॉन्ग शॉर्ट टर्म मेमोरी, manage temporal sensors. Here you can again the same thing, that is unstructured matrix used in CNN dominate visual task, manage temporal sensor signal over time. Then for third pillar is computer vision. Computer vision is allowing non-contact tracking of posture, gait, weight and body condition score, completely eliminate handling and trace. That is gait means their walking style, etc. They can identify and send the information to the farmers accordingly. And the advanced twins and data analytics, using digital twins to recreate live assets and reinforcement learning to control automated robotic feeding and milking loops. All this data is gathered and the applications or the information sent to the director farmers, and farmer can start the machines to for the robotic feeding, control the temperature inside the cattle farm, etc. Then visualizing the technical pipeline. Here you can see how does this look in practice. Actually में कैसे दिखता है. So the workflow is divided into three tiers. Here you can see 3 points. These are the 3 layers or 3 tiers or 3 steps. The first step is data acquisition layer, second is data analytics layer, third is decision support layer. So in first layer, data acquisition layer, raw data is collected continuously using visual captures like RGB. RGB means red, green, blue identifying camera. That is here you can see in first image, that is black camera, that is RGB camera, which can only identify the red, green and blue color image. Then thermal camera only use the temperature type camera. Then environmental metrics like temperature and air quality, and wearable IoT, that is internet of things, sensor that track activity, rumination, heart rate and temperature. The second layer is data analytic layer. This is the brain of the system. Second layer, here in this image you can see precisely here second layer, that is data analytics layer. Analytics, that is the brain of the system, which handling the data and cleaning, extracting the behavioral and temporal features and running deep learning models like CNN, that is convolution neural network. Then LSTM, long short term memory, and transfer to this spot anomalies. Then last layer, that is finally we reach to the decision support system or decision support layer, final layer. So this translates complex data into actionable insight for health monitoring. All this पहले तो इसमें डेटा एक्विजिशन में हमने डेटा दिया, फिर ये डेटा एनालिटिक्स में उसने एनालाइज किया, फिर एक्शन एक्चुअल में उसमें काम. तो उसमें क्या होगा कि दिस ट्रांसलेट कॉम्प्लेक्स डेटा इनटू एक्शनेबल इनसाइट फॉर हेल्थ मॉनिटरिंग, pushes real time alerts system to the producer's mobile app and trigger automated adjustment on the farm, such as automated feeding, ventilation control or robotic milking. The result: improved productivity, better health, resource efficiency, sustainability and higher profitability, etc. Then next slide, here the key applications on biometrics and identification. As the point says, let's dive into the specific application, starting with the animal biometrics. Here you can see in the image that is like a human fingerprints, hand fingerprints, muzzle fingerprints used for the muzzle means the nose part of the human nose part of the animal, that is identifying the recognition of the animal or the identification of the animal. Because here you can see first point that the pitfall of legacy markers, physical ear tags, microchips, tattoos, face higher loss rates, fraud risk, and causes of handling trace, etc. So solution is facial recognition architectures. For example, YOLO. What is meant by YOLO? YOLO is a you only look once. Then ResNet, VGG. VGG means VGG, that is a kind of CNN, deep learning model, which achieve 84 to 98.7% accuracy in cattle biometrics. This is cited by the DAC 2020 and Kang 2025. Then muzzle pattern biometrics, as you can see in the image, unique papillary structure analyzed via computer vision delivery with having 99.5% accuracy. Then small ruminant scaling, facial feature recognition, track sheep and goat, 95.95 to 99.43% accuracy without handling the trace. Then 3.1, that is predictive epidemiology and reproductive tracking, mastitis diagnosis. When a farmer often ask that if visible signs is not available, then how the AI or the Internet of Things or the CNN works. So here is the answer for that specific, because there is a biosensor which can be implanted or the applied at the animal body, which can detect their blood glucose level, their somatic cell count, and another is the automatic milking system and automatic milking method, that we can identify the somatic cell count, the pH of the milk, acidity of the milk, and they subsequently tells all the data about the mastitis diagnosis. Random forest architecture. Here's the application of the system, random forest. It's kind of AI. Then architecture analyze daily milk parameter, identifying anomalies, 88.92% accuracy, which is cited by the Ding 2025. Then respiratory surveillance audio deep learning system tracks swine cough signature under variable field noise. Here you can see there is a major problem of cough and various diseases, respiratory diseases in swine. So this the audio deep learning system can track the changes in the swine with 82 to 89% accuracy. Then estrus forecasting. Some estrus forecasting is kind of difficulty in only shy breeders. There is a visible signs are not available. So coupled CNN plus LSTM, that is CNN means convergent neural network, and again the long short term machine learning, short term machine. Then neural network evaluate the mounting pattern and behavioral restlessness, 91.95% accuracy, cited by the Nadim 2025. And parturition prediction, computer vision system analyze pre-calving post partural adjustment to forecast calving event at 88 to 93% accuracy. Here is you can see the target species and their accuracy, primary AI model, and the citations. Here I already told you the mastitis and the random forest respiratory disease audio classification, multi-disease tracking by the XGBoost RF KNN. KNN means the K nearest neighbor, that is KNN. 78 to 87% accuracy. Easter detection is the highest accuracy. Then next point is hardware ecosystem, sensors and infrastructure. But in this table you can see the operational constraint in the column number 3. Operational constraints, accelerometer, it's a kind of pedometer which can identify the movement, posture shift, step counts, activity of the animals, especially in case of estrus animal, by identifying or recording their mounting times in a prominent sign of the estrus. But the major constraint is battery drain, data noise filter required, etc. Then RGB cameras, visual posture, then gait tracking, morphology, but the constraint is lighting sensitivity, compute load, etc. Then thermal cameras, thermal surface body temperature trends, but high initial post, then calibration drift, then acoustic array, vocalization structure, cuff rates. But again constraint here, background noise, interference, etc. Then biosensors. Here you can see the internal pH, blood glucose, pulse. I already told about this system, that biosensors are implanted inside the skin, surgical implantation trace, etc. Then here multi-sensors. Here is the benefits, or we can see the one collar or sense or uske benefits of the one multi-sensor collar, that is RFID. It can work like a RFID, that is radio frequency identification, accelerometer, thermal sensors, then GPS module for location tracking and geofencing, then acoustic microphone, then rumination curve monitoring, collar unit, data logger and transmission, then biosensor patch for physiological data, pH, pulse and glucose. Then socio-economic and environmental sustainability. Commercial economic gain, that is commercial economic gain, deploying AI driven precision livestock farming deliver what we call triple win, that is across economic, environmental and social domain. That is commercially it slashes routine operational labor need by 30 to 50%, increasing milk output by 8 to 15%, lower the culling rate by 20 to 30% and boost aggregate farm profitability by 15 to 25%. इससे क्या होता है कि जो लेबर रिक्वायरमेंट वो भी कम हो जाती है और मिल्क प्रोडक्शन 8 to 15% से बढ़ जाता है, हेल्थ कंडीशन भी वहाँ पे इंप्रूव हो जाती है। और एनवायरमेंटली कैसे बेनिफिशियल है? Environmentally, precision nutrition reduces feed and water waste by 15 to 25%, then mitigate the methane footprint and the curtail the fertilizer runoff by 20 to 30%, because we apply the precision livestock feeding. Here is the major problem nowadays, the methane mitigation, which deploy the ozone layers, and 1 molecules of methane destroy the 24 to 25 molecules of ozone, which is a severe problem nowadays. Then curtail the fertilizer runoff by 20 to 30%. Then social animal welfare exchange, we provide standardized objective welfare scoring, early disease detection, and removes physical demanding farm chores, dramatically enhancing the quality of life for farm operators. This directly aligns with the global sustainable development goals, including zero hunger, climate action, and we can say responsible production also. Then here is the current operational barriers. Despite these massive benefits, we must be realistic about the current operational barriers to widespread adaptation, right? So first is capital, that is every farmers in India, there is a lot of marginal farmers, small holding farmers. Then complete technological conversion requires initial cost or initial investment, that is 50,000 to nearly 2 lakh US dollar per farm for advanced and modern farm also, but which create a massive entry barrier to for small farmers. Second, we face data architecture constraint, that is particularly shortage of annotated data sets for diverse regional across breeds, and limited model sustain transferability across different climates. Third are the data leak. Finally, there are human variable, including producer technical resistance and lack of long-term field stability data. Here, the age computing transition. I already told about this, moving processing from cloud to local unit like NVIDIA Jetson hardware. So farm can operate smoothly offline when internet connection is not there. So edge computing transition can move smoothly or can function smoothly. Then federated learning system or deployments, training shared predictive network across separate farming centers while keeping raw data strictly local secure. Then generative AI and LLM, giving producers natural language conventional interface for fast expert level troubleshooting in the field. And the here summary and the structural blueprint. This is the second last or last slide maybe. Then summary and conclusion. In conclusion, the shift from retrospective herd average record to proactive single animal tracking in an irreversible trend that is structurally redefining livestock production. To move forward, our core execution need must focus on breathtaking data silos, lowering manufacturing cost, and building cross-industry technical protocols. The clear path of action requires fostering direct interdisciplinary development loop between computer science engineers, animal scientists, field veterinarians, and regional agriculture extension professional, etc. So here is the references, and thank you very much. I'm very much thankful for giving this opportunity. Thank you, sir. That's it.
Thank you, sir. Very nice presentation given by the Dr.
Hello.
T.R. Bhosle, sir. Thank you, sir. This topic is open for discussion.
Hello.
Bolo, sir.
The Tushar. Hello, Tushar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your information, your lecture is very good, but my
sir.
point is you comprised of so many slides in one slide. It is difficult to read by the another's fellow, because
Okay.
you are lecturer and you are giving the lectures to the others. That's why
Okay.
your the slides, total slides, may be required to be more, and each point should be separate slide so that the other can read and other can understand. This first thing.
Okay.
Second thing, your lecture should be very fast, was very fast, but it leads to in a slow manner so that the other can understand. This is my 2 points,
Okay.
because you are the future pillar of our dairy section. That's why you have to learn so many things from this point. That is my only point,
Sure, sir.
to improve your
Yes, sir.
total lectures on the online lectures, I can say. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sure. Thank you, sir.
If there is any query from the participants, any question, any query? I think there is no questions from the participants. Now we will move forward. First of all, I will very thankful to Dr. T.R. Bhosle, sir. He is given very
Thank
nice
you, sir.
presentation on how to use that AI in the health management, breeding management, and overall how that we will improve for indigenous cattle. The AI paradigm shift in the livestock production application challenges and future horizons. That is today's topic from the Bhosle, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now we will move forward.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So now we will start the next session, that is a presentation in the form of the poster or oral presentation of the different abstracts. So according to our schedule, we are given list to the participants in the WhatsApp group. So I request the participants to give their oral or poster presentation. The choice are there. Both the choices are there for the participants. So who will give the first presentation? The schedule is given in our WhatsApp group. So I request participants to present their abstracts in 2 minutes only. Oral presentation or poster presentation, both the options are there. Okay, Sejal Patil is there.
Yes, sir.
Sejal Patil, you can start your oral presentation or poster presentation. Which is the better for you?
Sir, oral presentation.
Okay. Summarize your research in the 2 minutes only. What are the findings? First of all, you have to tell your title and your research finding, where you have worked that research, and what is the conclusion. In 2 minutes, you have to explain that.
सर शुड मला पीपीटी दाखवावं लागेल का?
You can share. You can share your PPT.
Okay, sir.
Start your presentation.
Yes, sir.
One minute. I will allow you. Okay, now you can share your PPT.
Sir, is it visible?
It is not visible now. Yes, it is visible now. Title page and direct conclusion. You can told the conclusion.
Within 5 minutes, huh? You should have allotted only 5 minutes.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, all respected sir. My name is Sejal Vilas Patel. I have completed my post graduation in livestock production management from College of Agriculture today. In which today I am here present my research topic, which is entitled Association of Temperature Humidity Index in production in rate Association of Temperature Humidity Index with production performance of rates in the cattle in organized farm. The climate change has increased stress in dairy cattle. Heat stress reduced the milk production and reproductive efficiency. THI, temperature humidity index, is a standard which is used to combat temperature and humidity, which is used to assess heat stress. Red Sindhi is the most important indigenous dairy breed, which is famous for its heat tolerance and which is famous for its heat tolerance and heat tolerance ability. Understanding of association between THI and production trait in developing climate resilient and sustainable dairy farming system. Objective was to study the effect of non-genetic factor on production performance of red Sindhi cattle, to study the production performance of red Sindhi, to for 20 years, which was from 2003 to 2023. Observation was taken, total lactation milk yield, 300 days milk yield, lactation length, dry period, peak milk yield. Classification of data was red Sindhi cow.
Sorry for interruption. Patil, directly you go to your results. You have to show your results.
Okay, sir.
In short, you have to summarize your research. Yes. Okay.
The data was classified into period of calving, season of calving, and season of calving and lactation order, which is the method is used to take least square analysis, which is given by Harvey in 1996. In for THI, we have used NRC formula, which is 2003. Estimated by in which we had to find that the effect of period of calming was significant on all trait, total lactation milk yield, 300 days milk yield, dry period, peak milk yield, and lactation length. But effect of season of calving was significant in only in lactation length and dry period, while it was non-significant rate in total lactation milk yield and 300-day milk yield. If Whereas lactation order was the effect of lactation order was non-significant in total lactation milk yield, lactation length, and dry period. Effect of THI was non-significant on all production performance of trait in red Sindhi cattle, which was taken by total lactation milk yield, 300 days milk yield, lactation length, dry period, and peak milk yield, which shows that red Sindhi cow are acclimatized to the local climate, where we provide them proper organized farming, feeding and care and management. So this indicate that red Sindhi cattle don't affect the temperature humidity. It can be adaptable in any condition where we provide them a proper feeding and caring of the animals. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your presentation. The topic is open for discussion. Please stop share.
Okay, sir.
Now the next presentation.
But red Sindhi is not generally popular in Maharashtra. rates in the breed, the study was very good, but rates in the breed is not more popular in Maharashtra. So the study should be on the Thar Parker, Gir or Saiwal or local breed.
Yes, sir. Dhule district is a adaptable, is a tropical climate condition. So we had taken a rates in the breed for that climatic condition.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Now the next presentation will be the artificial intelligence and machine learning for smart management of indigenous dairy cattle. Vaibhav Malunskar, Sunil Kadam. Are the authors are there?
Article number first.
Sujit Bhalerao.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Dr. Gyan Deepak here from GB Pant University, sir.
Okay.
जो second lecture मेरा होगा sir इसमें.
It's your oral presentation or poster?
Sir, oral presentation.
Okay. Then topic is immunomodulatory effect of natural herbal feed supplements on leukocytic profile of indigenous Sahiwal cattle.
Yes, sir.
That you have only 5 minutes. Summarize within 5 minutes.
Sir, please start your presentation.
Okay, sir, I'm opening my PPT.
Yes, sir.
Please share it now.
You can share your PPT, sir.
Sir, it's creating problem in sharing, sir. Some problem I'm facing.
Start your
सर किसी नेक्स्ट पार्टिसिपेंट को बुला लीजिए सर, इसके बाद में कर दूंगा क्योंकि सर शेयर करने मुझे थोड़ा टाइम लगता है.
Can you, sir, present this for Sachingi?
Dr. Bravish Guzar is there. The
Third presentation is from Dr. Bravish Guzar.
Smart collars for healthier herds.
Whether the
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
you are audible. 1 minute. Now you can share the screen. Is it an oral presentation?
Sir, can I share my presentation?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Sir. Is it visible, sir? Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. Pravesh Guzar. I'm an assistant professor in the subject of computer science. I'm working in College of Pune. So my is the subject of agriculture, artificial intelligence, and agriculture informatics. So the subject for this talk is like smart collars for healthier herds. As we all know that there are like billas or tags that are patched on ear of the cattle. That you maintain inventory of the cattle in the herds. But we can do one thing. We can install an RFID tags inside billas itself.
Sir,
Yeah. So the gene model farming and methodology and future studies. The presentation identifies the operational challenges of modern farming, noting that traditional manual checks are subjective, prone to human error, and time consuming, which often leads to delayed illness detection. To solve this, the researcher developed low-cost wearable IoT smartphones for indigenous cattle to enable continuous invasive monitoring. It is actually cost effective for a widespread application. It is a highly accurate. So to summarize the key findings and the impact, the field study demonstrated remarkable success with the maintaining constrained data, transmission and battery throughout the entire trials of it. Firstly, it was designed for human bands, but it was firstly tried on animals, a few of them cats. So 95 to 96% accurate in the cattle. And the final output for this study was like after confirming the creation of a modern site there, the AI did a comprehensive speaker script. It translated the study technical engineers and transformed the future of the livestock in the dairy. That was the final the result of the research. These are some images.
Okay, thank you. Now the next speaker is H.G. Khandagale, R.A. Patil, G.K. Londe. Anyone from this is present?
Sir, I can present the poster. Prasad Chettige.
which number is serial number?
Just wait.
Hello.
Huh?
Okay. Can I present the poster presentation?
Your number is ahead.
Prasad Dattatray Chettige, author.
Your number is at 10, sir. It is only
We will
okay.
call you,
Number.
sir.
We will call you.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir.
Now the next presentation is T.R. Bhosle, D.R. Birari, D.K. Kamble. Is anyone of the author is there for presentation, either oral or poster?
Dr. T.R. Bhosle, sir. Dr. Birari, sir.
Now the next one is Komal R.S., Bansode P.S., Pawan S.B., Wag S.D. Is any author is there for presentation? The next one is V.D. Pimperkar, S.H. Mane, Y.P. N.V. Pawar, S.B. Bharera, and S.P. Paul. Anyone is there for presentation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I
ma'am,
am.
please. Ma'am, please just share
Ah.
your
Yes, sir.
share. मुद्दाम करतोय सगळं.
Madam, you can share your PPT or a poster.
एक मिनिट सर, चालू आहे, एक मिनिट शेअर करते सर.
सकाळी
सर 2च मिनिटं. सर एक 2 मिनिटात मी पुन्हा हे करते, शेअर नाही करता येते मला, 2 मिनिटं. एक
the
मिनिट सर.
next
नाही
paper
नाही सर करते, आले सर करते शेअर.
okay.
दिसते का सर?
हो दिसतंय. हा दिसतंय मॅडम, करा.
My name is Vidya Pimparkar. My abstract title is the comparative evaluation of the milk composition of the indigenous cattle maintained at the APIC RTC farm. The indigenous cattle breed are recognized for the producing the milk with superior nutritional and functional qualities. Milk composition is influenced by several factors, particularly the breed and seasonal variation. Understanding this variation, it is essential for improving dairy management practices and enhancing the value of the indigenous cattle under the changing climatic conditions. The milk quality traits have recently become more relevant because of the increased consumers' awareness
For
and
interruption.
processing suitability
Madam, your
in
PPT is not
different
visible.
breed and season. For this purpose, it is essential to study and compare the milk composition of the uh, indigenous cattle breed maintained at the ICRTC farm across the different seasons. The study reviewed the distinct seasonal and breed-wise differences in milk composition. For this purpose, we collected the sample twice a day, daily, that is the morning and evening, from the indigenous breed such as the Sahiwal, Gir, Rathi, Red Sindhi, and Tharparkar, and also the crossbreed maintained at the ICRTC farm. During the 3 seasons, that is the summer, rainy, and winter season. The milk composition parameter, namely the fat, solid not fat, and protein, lactose, were analyzed by using the Milkoscan milk analyzer. Seasonal and breed-wise mean values were compared to evaluate the variation in milk quality. In this, the result revealed that the distance, seasonal, and breed-wise differences in milk composition season recorded in highest milk fat, that is up to the 5 to 5.1%, with improved protein content, that is up to the 3.4%, and better lactose concentration, indicating the superior milk quality during the cooler environment. Summer season generally exhibited comparatively higher SNF values, while the rainy season show decline in most uh, milk constituent, likely due to environmental stress and changes in feed condition. Among these, the indigenous breed Red Sindhi and Tharparkar constantly produce higher milk fat, whereas the Sahiwal and Rathi maintain relatively the stable milk composition across the season. Crossbreed cattle constantly recorded the lower fat, SNF, and overall milk quality than the indigenous breed. Conclusion, that is the finding demonstrate both the breeds and seasonal variation significantly influence the milk composition. indigenous cattle, particularly the Red Sindhi and Tharparkar, exhibited superior milk quality compared with the crossbred cattle. These results highlight the importance of the conserving indigenous genetic resource and adapting the season-specific management practices strategy to improve the milk quality and dairy productivity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Huh.
Now I request Dan Deepak Kumar.
Yes, sir. Now I am ready. Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, within the 2 to 3 minutes, you have
5 minutes.
Sir, is it visible? Hello?
Yes, sir, it is
Hello?
visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Good evening, respected chairperson, respected members and dear participants. I am Dr. Deepak Kumar from the Department of Healthcare, GB Pant University, Pantnagar. Today I am presenting my research entitled Immunomodulatory Effects of Natural Immunomodulatory effects of natural herbal feed supplementation on leukocyte profile of indigenous Sahiwal cattle. India is the largest milk producer in the world, contributing nearly 25% of global milk production. The livestock sector also contributes significantly to the agricultural economy of the country. Among indigenous dairy breeds, Sahiwal cattle are highly valued because of their superior milk production, heat tolerance, and disease resistance. Nowadays, there is increasing interest in using herbal feed additives as natural alternatives of synthetic supplements for improving animal health and productivity. Among these, Moringa oleifera is rich in proteins, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, whereas LR possesses galactose, antioxidant, and immunomodulatory properties. Considering these beneficial properties, the present study was undertaken to evaluate their effects on the leukocyte profile of lactating Sahiwal cattle. Next is the objective of this study. The present study was conducted with three major objectives. First is to evaluate the effect of Moringa oleifera and Leptadenia reticulata supplementation on the leukocyte profile of lactating Sahiwal cattle. Second, to assess their immunomodulatory effects through TLC and DLC. Finally, to compare the effects of individual herbal supplementation with their combined supplementation. Next is material method. The experiment was conducted at the IDF Nagla GB Pant University, Pantnagar. 28 healthy 28 healthy Sahiwal milk cow in first to fourth parity were selected and randomly divided into four treatment groups, each consisting of 7 animals following a completely randomized design. Sorry, CRD. The experiment continued for 120 days. The control group received only the basal diet. The first treatment group received basal diet supplemented with LR root powder and at 90 grams per animal per day. The second treatment group received Moringa oleifera leaf powder at 150 grams per animal per day. The third group received the combination of both herbs in 50-50% ratio. Blood samples were collected periodically and analyzed for total leukocyte count and DLC. Blood samples were collected periodically on monthly basis. Next in result discussion. Sir, this is table number 1, effect of herbal supplementation on leukocyte parameter. This slide presents the effect of herbal supplementation on the leukocyte profile of lactating Sahiwal cattle. Among all treatment groups, the Moringa oleifera supplemented group, that is T2, recorded the highest TLC, which was significantly higher than the control group. Similarly, the neutrophil percentage was also significantly higher in the T2 group. However, lymphocyte, monocyte, eosinophil, and basophil percentage did not differ significantly among the treatment group. These findings suggest the Moringa oleifera enhanced innate immune response, whereas LR maintained leukocyte parameter within normal physiological limits without any adverse effect. There is less. The key findings of this result is TLC and neutrophil percentage were significantly higher in the Moringa group. Conclusion of this study. In conclusion, supplementation with Moringa oleifera significantly increased TLC count and neutrophil percentage, indicating improved innate immune response in lactating sahiwal cattle. LR maintained normal leukocyte parameters without adverse effect. Combined supplementation did not produce additional immunological benefits over individual supplementation. Overall, Moringa oleifera may be considered a promising natural herbal feed additive for improving immune health and supporting sustainable indigenous dairy production. Thank you. Hello.
Thank you, sir. The topic is open for discussion. Is there any query? No, then next speaker is Prasad Dattatray Chendge and co-workers.
Okay, sir. I will share this my poster presentation.
Plus, please unshare.
Okay. It is visible for. Hello.
It's visible. Just told your regarding your. Just
Okay, sir. Myself, Prasad Dattatray Chendge.
Make a full screen it.
Okay. First of all, good evening to all. Myself, Prasad Dattatray Chendge, PhD research scholar, Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy Science, VNKV Parbhani. This is my MEC research topic, Dapoli. First of all, my poster presentation topic was morphological and production characteristics of Kokon non-descript buffalo of Maharashtra, a step towards indigenous breed recognition and registration. But now poster presentation on focusing on not a morphological but focus on reproductive characteristics. That's why I'm only a result included in reproductive characteristics. First of all, you know that buffalo milk is major contributor of rural dairy economy. That's why in traditional rearing of non-descript buffalo is generally milk purpose, not a drought purpose. Some low productivity arises the imbalance of feeding and poor management practices. That's why we can over the scientific feeding, breeding, and housing management. That's why you can improve the milk production. In that methodology, I was selected in a one district, and in that one district, Raigad district, in that one district, I have selected 5 tehsils, that is Mangaon, Mahad, Roha, Polatpur, and Tara. And in that one tehsils, in that 10 villages I have selected, and one villages you can state 4 buffalo owners, and the parameters was milk production performance, daily milk yield, peak milk yield, total lactation or lactation length, and dry period, and reproductive performance parameter, that is age of first lactation interval, service period, gestation period, or number of calvings. And I have directed in the conclusion. If जसं की पश्चिम महाराष्ट्रामध्ये जसं की गायीमध्ये खिल्लार गायी चांगला आहे इंडिजिनियस, आणि पंढरपुरी जशी म्हैस आहे, कोकण रिजन मध्ये गाय कोकण कपिला आहे, इकडे मराठवाडा रिजन मध्ये देवणी गाय आहे किंवा मराठवाडी बफिलो आहे. तसं आपण हे जे नॉन डिस्क्रिप्ट कोकण रिजन मध्ये आहे जी बफेलो, तिला जर आपण रजिस्टर केलं, ती एक बुल मिल्क आहे, जे की नॅशनल ऍव्हरेज नॉन डिस्क्रिप्ट मिल्क आहे 4.21 लिटर. तशी आपल्या इथली माझ्या रिसर्चच्या अनुषंगाने ती 6 लिटर पर्यंत दूध देत आहे. दॅट्स वाय आय एम कंक्लुडिंग इज दॅट की नॉन डिस्क्रिप्ट कॅटल यू कॅन कोकण इज एक जसं की नाव द्यायचं की जशी कोकण कपिला नाव दिलेलं आहे, तसंच एक बफेलोला नॉन डिस्क्रिप्ट बफेलो त्याचं रेकग्नायझेशन करायचं आणि पुढं NPAGRI ला रजिस्ट्रेशन साठी पाठवायचं. दॅट्स वाय. थँक्यू.
Thank you. Please answer. Now the next, answer yourself.
Okay.
Now the next presentation is development of portable hydraulic animal lifter machine, and the presentation, it's an oral presentation, and presenter is NV Pawar.
Afternoon all. This is Nikhil Pawar, Agriculture Assistant from Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy Science, College of Agriculture, Pune. Now I am going to present the abstract of development of portable hydraulic animal lifter machine. There are three objectives. First one is to design and develop the portable hydraulic animal lifter machine. Second one is to evaluate the performance of developed portable hydraulic animal lifter machine, and third one is to facilitate veterinary treatment. There are different images of this machine. Methodology. Design of a portable hydraulic animal lifter machine was done by considering the machine parameter, animal parameter, and operator parameter. In machine parameter, the length of slings, the diameter of machine. In animal parameters, consider chest girth of animal, height of animal. Then in different physiological parameters such as respiration rate, temperature, body temperature, and third one is operational parameters. Design consideration. The primary concern should be the comfort and safety of the animal. The lifter should be designed to minimize stress and discomfort for the animal during lifting and transportation. The material used should be strong, durable, and corrosion resistance. Incorporate safety features such as non-slip surface, secure locking mechanism, and smooth edges to prevent injuries to both the animal and workers. Consider factors such as the size and breeds of the animal when determining the weight capacity of the lifter. If the lifter will be used in different locations, consider mobility features. The design of portable animal lifter machine on the basis of different weight of different animal breeds like Sahiwal, Tharparkar, Red Sindhi. Sling capacity. To calculate the capacity of the polyester cow lifting supporting sack, which is have its sling stitched to it, which is of brisket hitch. Sack can be lifted 1.5 ton of weight easily as long as the slings are in good condition and properly attached. It's a lifting sack. There are 8 slings. Result. So 90.9% of the trials cases have been successfully recovered. Out of 11 treated cases, 10 animals were saved. So the lifting capacity of any machine up to 1.5 ton. Less manpower is required. Easy transportation to any animal shed. Adjustable frame structure for entrance of the animal shed. Useful for hook streaming facility. Useful for medical treatment of sick animals. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Now the next presentation is from the same author. The topic name of the topic is importance of clean milk in Indigenous cattle farming for safe and sustainable dairy development review.
Again, now I am going to present the poster of importance of clean milk production in indigenous cattle farming for safe and sustainable dairy development. So, indigenous cattle are well adapted to local climate condition, disease resistance, and capable of producing nutrition milk under low input system. With increasing consumer awareness regarding food safety and quality, clean milk production is essential. Then clean milk production from farm to consumer, like healthy indigenous cattle, balanced nutrition, hygienic housing and clean water, udder health and mastitis prevention, scientific milking practices, sanitization of milk equipment, proper milk handling, storage at appropriate temperature, safe milk transportation, and till the safe and high quality milk. There are different components of clean milk production. That is animal health management, balanced nutrition, clean water availability, hygienic housing, udder health and mastitis control, scientific milking practices, sanitization of milking equipment, and proper milk handling, storage and transportation. There are different good dairy farming practices, like animal health, milk hygienic, milk handling, and most important is record keeping. Uh, Recent technologies improving clean milk production, that is internet, IoT, internet of things, different sensors, precision dairy farming, mobile and smart application, and digital traceability system. Okay, thank you.
Now the next presentation is from same presenter. Application of nanotechnology in dairy products review.
तू सोड मीटिंग पण पडशील बाबड्या अरे मला माहिती आहे ना थांब ना इथं सगळे ना ऑनलाईनचे येड्या
Next one is application of nanotechnology in dairy products. Concept of nanotechnology. Nanotechnology improved food quality, food safety, shelf life extension, and sustainable processing. Objectives of nanotechnology: improve dairy quality, increase shelf life, ensure food safety, enhance nutrient delivery, reduce post-harvest losses. Methodology: It includes biological synthesis, chemical synthesis, and physical nano encapsulation and nanofiltration of nano emulsification. Application nanocapsulated nutrients improves delivery of vitamins and minerals, probiotic delivery, enhance survival of probiotics, smart packaging, extend shelf life with antimicrobial packaging, quality monitoring, rapid detection of pathogen using nanosensors, and membrane filtration purifies and concentrates dairy products. Results show is improves nutritional and functional properties. Reduces spoilage and food losses. Supports rapid contaminant detection. Increases product value and reduces waste. And last one is further studies. Further studies are needed on safety and regulations. Thank you.
Thank you. The next presentation is there from same author, that is IoT enabled Phule Amrut Kal sensor based real time temperature humidity index, that is a THI based livestock management system. That is a topic name is there presented by the same author. Please start.
Now, last topic is IoT enable fully smart Amrutkal sensor based real time temperature humidity index THI based livestock management system. Objectives: to develop a THI monitoring system utilizing Blink IoT technology, to implement a mobile and web-based platform for real-time THI data visualization, to generate region-specific THI advisories for dairy farmers. And last one is to assess the impact of THI-based advisories on livestock welfare and productivity through integration with automatic fan and fogger system. Expected outcome: a functional THI based advisory system accessible through mobile and web applications, improved livestock management practices among participating dairy farmers, and enhanced understanding of the impact of THI based advisories on dairy animal welfare and productivity. Methodology: selection of sensors location, THI sensors installation, data collection, data analysis, advisory development, automatic fan and fogger system installation, advisory dissemination, and monitoring and evaluation. It's a smart Phule Amrut device. It's a web-based application. It's a different photographs of web-based application. It's a mobile application. It's a fan and fogger. Last result and discussion. When THI below 68 indicate a comfortable environment for dairy cattle. THI above 72 caused moderate to severe heat stress, resulting in reduced feed intake, milk yield, and reproductive efficiency. THI 80 and above represented a very high risk of heat stroke and severe physiological stress. Continuous IoT-based monitoring enabled timely management decision, improved animal welfare, and supported sustainable dairy farming under changing climate condition. Automatic cooling improves livestock comfort and productivity. The system support precision dairy farming through continuous data collection and smart decision making. And last one is adoption of this technology can reduce heat stress, improve milk production, and enhance climate resilient dairy farming. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikhil, for nice presentations. The topic is open for discussion. If if anyone has a queries, feel free to ask. If no queries, we will go ahead. The last presentation of today's last presentation is studies on sensory quality and physiochemical properties of gulab jamun blended with brown rice. And the authors are A.D. Wag, SD Wag HD, Swapnil, and Patil BD. Is any contributor is there to present? If so, this is all about today's poster and oral presentations. Now we will move towards the concluding session of today's sessions, and for that purpose, I request our senior panelist, Dr. Kamble sir, to give their remarks. Dr. Shailendra Kumar Kamble sir, Associate Dean, Jai Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj College of Agriculture, Kolhapur. If sir is busy with some assignment, I would like to call Dr. Samir Dage sir, Associate Professor of Dairy Science, Animal Husbandry and Dairy Science. Dage sir, please, your comments.
If sir is busy, then I will request other panelist comments. Now I will invite Dr. Sandeep Pool sir for concluding remarks. Okay, thank you, sir. Today is our first day of the national seminar on the sustainable indigenous cattle farming. Previously, we have taken 7 days series of the lectures from the Indian scientist from 19th July to the 13th July to the 19th July. Lots of the participants are there. Farmers, students have participated in that program. Now there is a today national seminar going on here. Online mode is there. So in today's lecture, first of all, we have inaugurated at the 10 a.m. from the Vice Chancellor, respected Honorable Vice Chancellor is attended that the inaugural session. Dr. Vilas Kharche sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, MPQ Rauri University, as well as Dr. Nitin Patil sir is also available in that inaugural session. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mapsu University, Nagpur, as well as respected Director of Research, Bodke sir, and AD sir Vilas Palekar sir is present for the inaugural session. And for the today's speaker, there is Nitin Patil sir is given their lecture on the genetic biodiversity, as well as Soham Veer sir have given their lecture on the climatic conditions. Sham Zawar sir is given the lecture on IVF technology. Dr. Amol Khade sir have given their lecture on the animal genetics and genomic roles technology. The next lecture is given by the D.D. Patange sir and Praveen Savade sir on the innovation in the dairy sector. In the afternoon session, the Dr. Bahire sir have given the lectures on the recent advances in the animal health. Later on, Sujit Balrao sir have given the lecture on the projects, activities are going on in our projects and different apps. Later on, the Dr. Tushar Bhosle sir have given the lectures on the importance of the AI in the nowadays. So these are the lectures given by the today's lecture. Later on, the poster presentation is there and oral presentation is there. All the scientists have given their poster presentation, and I request all the participants to, if they are not registered for that seminar, then you have to fill up that Google form which is available in our WhatsApp groups. And some participants have, it is observed that they are not registered. So I request all the participants to register our national seminar. And for today's tomorrow's session, tomorrow we will start at the 10 a.m. First lecture is there, and later on, after the conclusion of the all the lectures, again in the second half we will arrange the poster presentation and oral presentation for today's seminar. So from that, I will conclude today's session. I am thankful for all the participants, lecturers, and the organizer, Chief Scientist Mane sir, all the Azutikar sir, Vikas Balrao sir, Sujit Balrao sir, and all the scientist staff members involved in that organization of the today's program. So that is from me. I will hand over that charge to the Vikas Balrao sir, please.
Thank you, sir. So this is all about lecture session number 3. So I again request all the participant to tomorrow's session at sharp 10 o'clock. Thank you. With this, we are going to end this meeting at this moment, and we will meet tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.